Callum's gonna yell at me for my squeaky chair, though.
Then get out of your fucking squeaky chair, Don.
How can I work if I'm not in my squeaky chair?
Well, I don't know, Don. Figure it out.
Stop squeaking, maybe.
I can't do both.
Hold on. Okay,
try harder.
Jack,
I can do both.
You need to
Shut up,
visit
Greg.
me.
Well, not all of us have a basement dedicated entirely to modeling.
It sounds like a personal problem.
Some of us work entirely in the confines of a phone booth.
Skill issue.
Yep, I was to say skill issue.
All right, Dennis, what were you saying?
Yes. So I'm leaving at 12 tomorrow because I've got a quantum computing course. So you better come here before 12.
Okay, noted.
Oh my god, I made the first shape of my house.
A square.
No, it's like
square?
it's like a rectangle with a triangle on top. It's a 2-story house.
Oh, okay. That's two shapes actually. So.
Well, it's into one. It's an arrow.
Without
edges.
That's advanced for marine geometry.
That's true.
What's a marine? I don't know what or who that is.
You passed geography.
I'm sending pictures.
Or
I did.
Geometry. The fuck?
I did that too, barely. Go check fucking planning of podcast.
Oh wait, we're recording.
Since when?
I wanted to capture Garrison saying, "Oh my God, Daddy Donnie."
Oh my God, Daddy Donnie.
Callum, can we make that into like a drop or something that we can just do?
Oh God.
That's our intro.
I can
Put
do
that at
something
the
with
end
that.
of the intro music.
Put it on a soundboard.
Callum, Jack just solved all of our copyright issues. We'll just make that our intro music.
Be like, oh my God, Daddy Donnie, dubstep.
Yes. You like copyright-free dubstep.
Oh God, that's so
Hello,
worst.
you're listening to Micro Machines podcast. My name is
Who's
Dennis.
standing right now?
You say you couldn't hear it, or was that fucking Ezra?
I don't know.
Probably Ezra.
Is that you, Greg?
That's me standing.
Nice. I'll stand with you if you want.
Don. That's squeaky
Okay.
chair.
Okay.
That's
give me a
Don.
second.
Don, I know where you live. I could walk there before the time this podcast is over and solve that squeaky chair.
That's a good point. Pick me up while you're at it.
Man, you're so far. You told me to pick you up in Cavan. You were like, "Yeah, I'm halfway to the Peterborough." I was driving in the middle of like the dark. There was so much fog I couldn't
That's
barely
a skill
see past
issue.
my hood.
Nope, skill issue. No,
You
skill
asked
issue.
my prize to make the like ride of its life.
No.
Which one of you fucks is holding the sanding stick?
That's
Both of us. Both of us. Suck it, Don.
It's a team effort.
Suck it.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, yo.
Callum, good luck.
Patreon episode.
Oh my God, a Patreon.
Yeah, that's
episode.
all,
Say whatever
it's
you
all
want.
good.
Daddy,
All right, ladies,
Donnie,
let's get this
Patreon.
show on the road, yay?
Hang on.
Oh, yeah,
What
let's
are
do
we
it.
even talking about tonight? What's happening?
Oh, Don, you're just here for the ride, baby boy.
Yeah.
Oh, and Ezra's
Dennis,
off.
Strap
what about
in.
that?
Oh.
And Israel's gone.
Hold on.
Jesus Christ.
There he is. He's good. Ezra, what happened to you, man?
I have no idea.
You haven't said a word yet.
Really?
Stay in
What's
the
your
closet.
favorite Israeli tank?
The M51.
Okay,
Wrong
so it's not
answer.
the Span Walker.
Okay.
Well, on that note, you are listening to the Micro Machines podcast. And this week, we are discussing the T-54/55 series of tanks. But first,
Wow.
shall we do some introductions?
We shall. Okay, I'll go first because I'm talking. I'm Jack. I am in Ontario. I've got a ginger tea. And I'm having a good night. Who's next?
You've got me. I'm Dennis. I'm also from Ontario, between Jack and Don, and I'm drinking a black coffee.
You sure are.
To complete the Ontario trifecta, Don is here tonight. I'm not quite sure why. I don't have
Bully do.
anything to drink. I'm going to have to go solve that in a minute.
Ah, yes.
You got me, Callum, down in New Zealand. Currently preparing myself for another cyclone. This will be our third one in a month.
What?
So
Modeling season, man. Modeling season.
Modeling
Alright,
season.
that's if my house doesn't flood this time.
How the hell do you have 3 cyclones in 1 month?
I don't
Where do you
know.
live, dude?
Climate
The
change.
same reason that we don't have snow in February, dude.
Yeah.
Good
Oh, we do
Climate
have snow in
change.
February. We
But,
do have summer in February. It just melts the next day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
And then it freezes.
I'm joining Dennis in his black coffee.
Smart
It's very
man.
warm in here.
I am Ezra in Truth or Consequences, and I'm drinking a warm ginger ale.
What's your address, Ezra?
Oh, I would love to tell you.
It's your social security number, Ezra.
Let me go grab it really quick. You know?
While you're at it, go ahead and grab your dad's credit card, not the debit, the credit one.
The credit. Got to build up his score.
Joke's on you.
That's definitely what I'll be doing. Yes.
Joke's on you. That's already been leaked somewhere. You just gotta find it.
No. Dennis,
Oh,
we were
well,
in
that's where I
sync with
come
that
in.
one, though.
Yeah.
Oh God. All right. Well, I'm Garrison in beautiful state of Kansas, and I'm drinking a coffee and building a house.
What's in your coffee?
Don, you're gonna love this. Canadian Club and a little bit of milk.
Yeah, buddy.
Milk. Pussy.
What? Nice. Okay.
Woo! Friday night, let's fucking go.
Listen, if you're not completely shit-faced by the end of this episode, I'm going to be very disappointed in you.
That's what you say every episode, Dennis.
I know, because I wish he would do it, but he doesn't.
One of these, okay, we'll have to get a special time, and like Callum and I can just fucking drink. And
That was
Don,
supposed to
you
be
can hop on
Christmas,
too.
actually.
No,
We were
Christmas
doing
was
Christmas
supposed to be
episode.
Christmas at the bench, but that never happened.
Well, that's what happens at the bench when it's Christmas.
No, Jack. I mean, kinda, yes. I had eggnog with a bunch of Canadian Club in it.
Yeah.
Ew.
It was so good.
That is rancid.
Admit that Canadian Club is the superior beverage.
Oh, dude. Oh, my God. It's like the best whiskey I've ever had.
Dom, weren't you a howitzer guy?
That's my, like, bar booze, yes.
Fair.
Because
Fair.
CC's, the good stuff's too expensive, and I'm too cheap. Plus, it's got a 25-pounder on the bottle, so how can I not?
Well, speaking of cheap, Callum, what have you got for us this week?
Look at that
Hey,
segue.
just because I buy second-hand vintage models doesn't mean I'm
No,
cheap.
dumbass, I'm talking about the tank.
Damn, dude, it's getting feisty tonight.
Oof.
Yes, black coffee and math makes me very uncontrollable.
Sorry, math or meth?
Yes.
Both.
Right, so, yes, I decided I felt like talking about the T-54 and 55, just because. But, you know me.
But Callum, aren't they the same tank?
We're going to find out. But first, you know me, I like to do a little bit of a history before. And before the T-54 and 55, we had the T-34 and the T-44.
Let's
Now,
take
we'll-
the war.
So
Shut up.
we all know the T-34
Okay,
specifically. We all know the T-34 specifically, the T-34-85. Now, after the T-34-85 was developed, the Soviets wanted something a bit better. Hence, they started developing the T-44. Basically, the reason was the T-34-85 was built in a large scale, had a decent gun with the 85mm D5T, but the armor was starting to lack protection. By the late war, you know, the whole sloped armor thing just wasn't working out for the T-34. It just didn't have enough, you know, anything. Now, the T-44 was originally developed as a replacement for the T-34-85. It had the same D5T cannon, and they also built it with the ZIS S-53 cannon. You'll notice they did have quite a similar turret. However, they moved the turret more to the center, and it had a bit more armor on the front. So the engine was mounted transversely, and the front armor could bounce a Panther and Tiger round. So, you know, the T-44 is shaping up to be a pretty decent tank. However, because of the number of T-34s that they already had, they felt that the T-44 wasn't quite needed. The T-44 was introduced around 44, 45, but it wasn't used operationally during the war. It didn't see action. However, there were about 1,800 T-44s built and used, but considering you're looking at the T-34-85 at the point, which had about 22,500 odd, there wasn't much call for the T-44. Around 1944, specifications and plans for the T-54 were already being made. However, they did try stuff with the T-44. They also tried adding the D10T 100mm cannon and the 122mm D-2544. So they were trying to. So basically, they wanted something a bit heavier armored, better gun. They wanted an upgrade for the T-34. They thought the T-44 could do it, but I think the T-44 was mainly poor timing. So they kind of just skipped over the T-44 entirely, which is a shame. The T-44 is actually it's a very cool looking tank. I quite like it. It's it looks in my opinion, don't kill me, a lot better than the T-34.
It looks like a T6 or T-55 and a T-34 just had a little baby.
Well, that's exactly what happened.
It looks like the T-34, but you made it functional.
Are there any models of the T-44? Because that would be like a really good Cold War what if build.
Mini-Art makes one.
I feel like,
What?
yeah, I was going to say
They make
mini
a
art.
whole bunch of them. Yeah, they make a whole bunch of them, and they make full interior versions as well.
I
my
God.
find that.
Google time.
Individual rivets and everything.
You know what?
Callum,
Mini-Art does actually give you individual rivets. If you look on the side of their sprue, you will find that they mold rivets onto the sprue.
Actually, yeah, I've seen that. I think Tamiya do the same on some kits.
Yep.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, you weren't lying.
Taking rivet counter to a whole new level.
Yeah.
Dude, that looks... Oh my gosh. Hang on, Callum. I'm going to send this to you. And,
Okay,
I'll send it in
Callum,
podcast
so
funny.
were parts of the T-44 interchangeable with the T-34, or were they just, like, not compatible?
Quite different, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, you can kind of see just different sizes and everything. So
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's like a P-51 twin Mustang kind of thing.
yeah, looks
Yeah,
similar
it
but
is.
completely different. Yeah. So after the plans for the T-54 were drawn up, if we go to the next one, you're saying that the T-44 and the T-54 look quite similar. Well, they do. Basically, the T-54 is a upgrade of the T-44. So basically, it was known as the T-54-1, 1947, which is basically the T-44 that was redesigned with a larger, roomier turret with a similar design of the IS-3 turret, and had much more armor than the T-44 and the T-34-85. It was fitted with the 100mm D10T cannon. The chassis was lengthened more than the T-44. You can kind of see, just by the front road wheel, you can see there's the characteristic sort of gap. You know, you notice the road wheels aren't uniform. There is a gap between the front and second road wheel.
Yeah, what's the deal with that? Was that just because they cut in the chassis and added extra room to it?
I think so. I think that's about where they lengthened it. I think it's just, they never bothered to. I mean, if it worked, it worked.
Still looks ghetto as hell, though.
Yeah.
That turret is disgusting.
Yeah.
You say it's ghetto as
Yeah.
hell, but that's like everything in the Horizon Islands.
It would be perfect for them.
Yeah, oh my god, it would be.
Yeah. So other things, the front hull was reinforced by having the driver's front slit removed. So, the Soviets, the T-34s and whatnot, they had the direct vision slits, which is a bit of a weak point on all tanks. So that was removed. They ended up with a periscope instead. The front hull armor was increased to 120 millimeters thick. However, it did start the trend of all Soviet tanks only having 4 degrees of gun depression. This is the time when stuff like the Centurion and the stuff like that were coming out, and they had about 10 degrees of gun depression, whereas the Soviets only had about 4. So, as you can see in the top picture, the T-54-1 early with the transitional turret, and you can see there's a lot of similarities with the T-44. So also the T-54-1, the very first one, you know how the Soviets with the IS-6 and 7 and all of that, they had that tendency to put machine gun boxes for forward firing?
Oh no.
This had it.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
They had
so
that.
stupid.
Yes, the one down at the bottom though, they're called Fender machine gun boxes, have been replaced. But so you can see the similarities with the T-44. After the Dash 1, we go on to the Dash 2 and Dash 3, if you'd be so kind. Now here you can kind of see the T-54 turning into the tank that we know, the shape and whatnot. So at the top you have the Dash 2, at the bottom you have the Dash 3. The Dash 3 is the one that we know the most. So with the Dash 2 and Dash 3, the front plate thickness was reduced from 120 millimeters down to just 100 mil. The T-54-2 was fitted with a better dome turret with flatter sides than, say, that of the early ones, the Dash 1. They removed the Fender machine guns because, that's just added weight that you don't need. Now, as you can see, the Dash 3 got a new turret that eliminated trap shots that the Dash 1 and 2 were prone to. So you can see that both the Dash 2 and the Dash 1, the turrets had an overhang to them, and this meant that they could be trap shot into that overhang, and it would fire, and then it would send the round ricocheting into the roof of the turret. So so they redesigned the turret for the Dash 3, which is also known as the Object 137, so it didn't get trap shot anymore. The Dash 3 also had a brand new TSH-2-22 telescope gunner sight, improved seal rubbing parts, bearings, and electrical appliances protected from dust, as well as a TDA smoke generating system. So you can see the natural progression from the Dash 1 to the Dash 3 of how they just kept on improving, just little things at a time, until we get the T-54 as we know it. Any questions? All good?
Yeah,
Everyone
kinda.
following?
All good in the hood.
Yep.
It just kind of looks like a little Sheridan and Patton had a baby, almost.
Yeah. I wonder if Miniart, you know how Miniart released all those T-55 and 54s?
Yeah.
They're
yeah.
all of the
Oh,
Dash 3
why
turret,
do you have two?
the full dome one, non-overhang. I
They
wonder
no,
if
they
at
have-
some point
They have the two.
they have the Dash 2?
Yeah, I have two of them.
You bought both of them
Oh.
at the same
How do you have
time?
two?
Jesus. Yeah.
HIDF, baby.
I saw them and I thought, I want that.
Do they
No,
do
you
the Dash
won't.
1?
Just buy a mini art kit, for God's sake.
Yeah.
Ezra, what's it like to have limitless disposable income to just
Yeah?
buy shit you're never going to build?
I mean, I'll build it eventually.
Send me
Bro,
some
where do you
pictures
get
of
all
your
this
welds.
money?
I'm curious.
Where do you get
Yeah,
all
we
this
all know
money,
that
Ezra?
lie.
What do you weld? Like what?
Where do I get this money? Welding.
Yeah.
I call
Yeah.
BS.
Wait, actually?
Yeah,
Really?
I will.
Because Jack is in need of a good welder.
Are you Ezra?
Arc and
Are
Nick.
you
We know.
Ezra? Are you like
Hey,
a
Dawn, I
German
actually
armor
just,
welder, or are you like
picked
a
up a
Soviet welder?
Oh, I'd love to think of
Yeah.
myself as a German.
It's
Oh
It's
God,
a
I shouldn't have asked that
Yeah,
question.
It's a flux
we
core.
know.
It's not a Mastercraft. I forget the brand, but it's better than Mastercraft.
Oh, good.
Ooh, what kind,
I forget the
Jack?
brand because it was.
What's his name?
I inherited it. It's in the garage right now.
Does it say Mastercraft
But as
on
long
the
as it's
side?
not Mastercraft. Yeah.
Oh
That's all right.
it's okay to be wrong sometimes. Jack.
Probably.
All right, carry on, Cal.
Okay. I was going to ask, Ezra, they've got the Dash 2 kit. Do they have a Dash 1?
I have no idea.
I
But
hope
knowing
so.
Miniart, yeah.
You're about to say, knowing mini art, they probably do.
Yeah. Right, so we end up with the T-54-3 or the Object 137. So this basically becomes a T-54. If we could go to the next slide, they continue to upgrade it. Here we come to the T-54A. So this tank was now equipped with the new STP-1 gun stabilizer in a vertical plane with better guidance. The new gun was now designated the D10TG. It had an automated electric ejection system to purge the barrel, and the initial small muzzle counterweight was replaced with a massive fume extractor.
I'm sorry, Callum. Auto ejector.
The engine received an air cleaner with controlled blinds, multi-stage air filter, and radiator control, and the new OPVT wading snorkel. The driver got a night vision periscope and as the TVN-1 and related IR driving searchlight. And other small additions included an electrical oil pump, bilge pump, and automatic fire extinguisher. So, would you know, there's some creature comforts in a Soviet tank. Small
I'm
ones,
just
but
thinking of that IR.
I bet that's what they did.
Thinking that first gen IR must have been really rancid.
Oh god,
that would have been
bad.
terrifying to drive with.
I think I would, if I were in that, I would just leave it off. Just drive without it.
Yeah.
They probably. I'm about to say they probably did.
I'm gonna go
Like
check
that
out the
wouldn't
window and
surprise
see
me.
if it's snowing here too.
Garrison, it's snowing here right now. It just started. It's coming
Say
out.
what?
It's snowing right here, right now.
Hey, Dennis, go fuck yourself.
Love you too. Now you can't have nice things where you live.
Ooh, is that rubber armor I see?
Oh god.
Bro, rubber is not armor. I don't know how they use it as that.
Down, boy. Down.
Because it squishes the head on
Stimulates the tip.
on it deforms the tip, if you will.
Oh god.
That's the excuse I use as well.
Where's the improvement?
So, after the T-54A, they saw more
my bad.
need for improvement. So we
Alphabet.
got the T-54B. So, this was now equipped with the DT... I'm about to tell you.
Because they went from A to B.
Yeah, no shit, Jack.
Stay with the program here.
So, it was now equipped with the D10T-S rifled gun coupled with the STB-2 two-plane stabilizer. This increased the target hit probability from 30% to 60%.
Wow.
That's actually pretty decent.
That's actually pretty good for that era.
Like, they doubled it, so, you know. Fuel tanks were now fitted with self-sealing units, meaning they now had a fording depth of 5 meters. And new infrared vision and night sights were added at the end of production of the B series, including the L2 Lunar infrared searchlight, TPN-1-22-11, Jesus Christ, infrared gunner's sight, and new OU-3 IR searchlight mounted over the commander's cupola. Ugh. God, that's a lot of specs. But yeah, so that is the B series, and I've just thrown up 2 examples.
Oh yeah,
just for reference.
I love those.
Thanks to Tank Encyclopedia, they have a shit ton of. I mean, they're drawings, but you know they're pretty accurate with their depictions. So at the top, you've got a 1970s Polish B series. They've added in that the spoked wheels and modern wheels are mixed together on one tank. So if you're making a T-54B, you could do that. You can switch up the old and new wheels. And then also a Serbian B series with the rubber panels for protection.
Probably the only thing me and a T-54 will have in common are need of rubber. Or need for rubber, let me rephrase.
Right, I mean, what kind of... I mean, if your dildo's made out of rubber, that's great and all, but I don't think...
Whoa, I wasn't trying to go there, but...
Oh God, you could... Oh no, I'm not going to say
it. Dennis is having intrusive thoughts.
Ezra, I think you're... Ezra, I think you're more tuned to a late war German vehicle with a lack of rubber.
Bet. Floki.
Yes. We've seen those.
Okay. tried. That's true.
I won't say what I was gonna say.
Lack of rubber, can't pack the right punch.
I mean, I try though.
Incidentally, if anyone is going to be making one of those Yugoslav vehicles with the rubber armor, I've heard that you can get they're called, I think, magnetic mats off of Amazon. It's like magnetic rubber strips, and they apparently they're perfect for it. Like they're the right thickness and everything.
Yeah, that's crazy. I wonder who. Who had to do hours of experimentation to find that out.
Not you. You just knew it.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Right. So there's one last variant of the T-54 that I want to talk about, the M variant. Just an FYI to all listeners, this is a very condensed version of the T-54-55. There are so many variants, sub-variants, different countries building them, all of that. If I tried to go through every single one of them, it would be a fucking Hawker Hurricane episode times 2. I'd rather not. I droned on a bit on that one. Yeah. I mean, I can only torture people for so long. Anyway, so the T-54M, also known as the Object 139. So the very last set of modifications came with the Object 139. This model first tested the D-54 TS 100mm smoothbore gun with a new Radaga stabilization system, first developed in 1952. The prototype was delivered at fuck me.
You got it, buddy.
Come on, man. Come on.
Nizhny Tagil in... Fuck it, I'll do that. Yep. In October 1954, and also and also sported an increase to 50 round storage, a 14.5mm AA machine gun, and an upgraded V-54-6 engine. Many problems were detected with the gun, preventing its adoption on the T-55. But this development was continued with the Object 165, forerunner of the T-62. So that is the T-54. Now, they did continue to upgrade. Of course, though, they went from the T-54 to the T-55, which is basically the T-54 on steroids somewhat. There is one main difference between a T-54 and a 55, as we'll see in the next slide. Dennis, if you could. Thank you. So, the T-55 is the upgrade. The main thing that changed on a T-55 was the inclusion of an MBC protection package. Basically, the T-55 could withstand a nuclear blast.
They were prepared.
It could survive a 2 to 15 kiloton nuclear blast just 300 meters from the epicenter.
Oh my god.
However,
radiation alone would cook you.
Marketing.
Yeah, however, the tank could survive 300 meters. The crew would have been melted in the heat and radiation.
What's the point?
I'm just going through like my vague understanding of radiation, and like if you were 300 meters away from something like that, yeah, you would have like third-degree burns over every single part of your body.
There wouldn't even be anything to hose out of the tank. You would just be
Dust.
a mist on the walls.
Yeah.
But I mean, crew you can replace. Tanks, you don't want to do that.
That's
now,
Soviet ideology right there.
Yeah. Yeah. However, the crew would only survive. The closest they could be was 700 meters away. Although even then they'll probably be
trapped
more
inside a metal
irradiated
box.
than the workers.
It's gonna be so hot in there.
If they were that far away, I'd give them 10 hours.
Yeah,
it was spicy
they're probably
before.
seeing through their eyelids, sort of thing. Yeah.
Why is the air spicy?
Now, other things that changed was it was fitted with a new engine, the new V55 12-cylinder 4-stroke 1-chamber 38.88 litre water-cooled diesel engine with 581 brake horsepower. Operational range and fuel capacity was increased with an extra 300 litres in the front of the tank for a total of 2,680 litres without external tanks.
Try saying that 5
Breathe.
times fast.
Breathing's overrated. Now, main gun was basically unchanged. New ammunition was developed, such as the BK-5M heat rounds, which could penetrate 390 millimeters of armor. The commander got a new TPK-UB or TPK-U-2B sight system, and the gunner got a TNP-165 sight. The 12.7mm dish kit was dropped because it was found to be useless against modern jets. Funny that. The ammo count was also increased from 34 to 45 rounds of ammo. Yeah, those are the main changes that differentiate a T-54 and a T-55. Basically, a T-54 could not withstand a nuclear blast. The T-55 could, somewhat. Well, the tank could, the crew couldn't, but who cares about the crew? Yeah. If we go to the next slide. Yeah.
I was just going to say, I just don't get if that tank was like 450 meters away from a blast zone and the crew is just mincemeat, right?
Yep.
And you finally get over there and you're like, all right, we got 20 tanks to recover to send to the
No,
front.
that's badass. That
You
is
got
awesome.
4 days to do it. Who in their right fucking mind is going to go sit in a radiated tank and go into combat?
You make it.
You're saying that like anyone would have been given.
Yeah,
a
I was going to
choice.
say, it's like you say that like they had a choice in that matter.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Now, after the T-55, there were more upgrades, which brings us to the T-55A. This version was derived from the prototype Object 155A in 1963, characterized by a new anti-radiation lining and full PAZ FVU chemical love you too, babe. Chemical filtration system. This development was a logical step further after the PAZ protection suit and was developed by the Morozov Design Bureau in Kharkov in conjunction with NII Stali, whatever, which is the Scientific Research Institute for Steel. The result was a special lining called POV. Yeah, that's Greg's favorite category.
How did you know?
Takes one to know one.
Fair.
And permitted by the intervention of the for God's sake, the
Vagonka.
Thank you, Bureau at Nizhny Tagil.
Yeah. I'm a plastics designer at the Vagonka Bureau.
This was a lead-impregnated plastic applied to all interior surfaces to protect the crew.
Imagine that burning. You've got like lead and plastic particles in the air. Oh god.
Oh, that's fun. All you need is the Japanese to turn up with their asbestos, and you've got a fun combination.
Oh god.
I didn't think that.
Yeah, I work at the cancer factory.
Yeah.
And you thought sniffing extra thin was bad.
Yeah.
I mean, it is.
Outsides of the hatches. So, outsides of the hatches and hatch combings protected by a thin steel cover. Outside the overpressure system, a new NBC-proven air filtration completed the set against chemical agents. After trials, the production started in August 1963 as the T-55A. And shall we go to the next one?
C.
So, after the T-55A, we have the M and the T-55M and the T-55AM. I'm just going to add these as just two things because they're similar enough. And basically, I'm just going to do a quick breakdown of all the upgrade packages that they received. So they got the Volna fire control system, the 9K116-1 Bastion ATGM system, and 1K13 BOM guidance system.
These guys were able to make.
Don't listen to that one, actually.
Fired from a barrel work in the American summer.
I know.
That's sad.
Yeah. That is a reference to the MGM-51 Shillelagh. You should go check out that episode after this. So they also, among the other upgrades was the Cyclone M1 gun stabilization system, and TSH SM-32 PV sights. They got the upgraded V55U engine, improved suspension and RMSH tracks, increased armor, anti-mine, anti-napalm, and improved anti-radiation protection. The R-173 and 173P radio set, a laser rangefinder in an armored box fitted over the main gun, soft side skirts and rear RPG screens, used only in Afghanistan though, 81mm smoke grenade launchers, BDD turret brow armor and Glacius applique armor. And the T-55M1 was a subvariant fitted with a new 691 horsepower V46-5M engine derived from the T-72 and rendered compact enough.
Callum, the BDD turret armor, was that composite?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, that would make sense. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Callum, the T-55 M1, that was the export variant, right?
I believe so.
Okay.
Yep.
But I mean, these were all fitted. I mean, when were they used in Afghanistan? That was what, the 80s?
80s, yeah.
Yeah. So considering that the original T-54s and whatnot were designed in late 40s, and then in the 80s they were still bringing out new ones and upgrade packages and all of that. Definitely says something about the versatility of the T-55 and 54. It is nicknamed the Kalashnikov of tanks, just for one of those reasons.
Ooh.
Now, there is one more T-55 I would like to talk about, and Dennis can help me out on this one.
Oh, yes.
The
Go back to our second
T-55AD, or the Drozd. So, these T-55As were fitted with the Thrush Active Protection System, also called CAS. About 250 tanks from the Soviet naval infantry adopted the system, but reverted to simpler reactive armor, probably because it was cheaper and they could sell it off.
And it worked.
Yeah. These versions also adopted most of the T-55AM modifications, including the R-173 radio set, TSH-SM-32 PV sight, the stabilizer, and the AD-1 was upgraded with the new V46-M5M engine from the T-72. So this is a hard kill APS system, isn't it?
Yep.
Yes,
Dennis.
this was the first hard kill APS that was successfully integrated into a tank.
How much do you remember of it?
Oh, I can go on about this. Okay, so basically,
Okay, tell us how this one worked.
Yes, so the idea was basically at the time they were worried about NATO anti-tank missile systems. I'm trying to think when this was out. It would have probably been stuff like the early TOW missiles and the M47 Dragon. These are fairly large, slow-flying missiles. So the idea was basically that on the turret here. Hold on, let me John Madden this. All right, it's laser pointer out. So you see these boxes here to the side above the tubes.
Yep.
So those house a very low band radar system, and the idea was basically that the front of the turret had this arc, and I think it went about 20 degrees in each direction from the turret. And basically, the radar here would say if you had a missile approaching the front of the turret, the radar would pick up the missile. It would feed that data to an analog computer, which would basically tell the tank which one of these little torpedoes to fire from the tubes. They've got 4 on each side. They're each oriented at a slightly different angle. And the idea was basically that these had a proximity fuse on them. The appropriate torpedo would be fired from its tube. When it got close enough to the missile, it would blow itself up, and theoretically the missile as well. It was tested. In theory, it would work. It probably wouldn't, though, because, well, I mean, if you're engaging this tank, you're probably not shooting at it from the front if you're a missile operator. But yeah, it was an interesting system. It worked in tests, but never was actually proven.
Oh, right. So,
Sucked.
I mean,
Does anyone
you
make
have
a
to
kit
start
of it?
somewhere.
Nah, it sucked, man. It was awful.
Tacom does? Oh.
It looks cool though.
It looks cool though.
Oh.
Right, give it
Yeah.
props. It makes the T-55 look cool.
Okay.
Dude, I'm building one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tacom.
I'm
We
How
building-
much
literally-
will it be?
We went through this last week. If you were here,
Yeah.
yes.
No,
Is
this looks
that-
so like props to these guys. It does look better than any other APS system. It just looks
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I don't know. The Israeli trophy system is.
Trophy
But
looks
this
good.
looks a lot more intricate and like tank-like.
Yeah.
That's
Trophy's
true.
weird because it's just a bunch of boxes that you attach to a tank. This actually looks like it's designed to do what it does,
Yeah.
which is
True,
blow up
but-
missiles.
Trophy makes the Merkava look even fatter and uglier than it already
Yeah, it
is.
sucks.
Yeah.
No, it's great. What do you mean?
Trophy's equally bad.
See, this system just
It looks Russian.
you know the whole
Yeah.
form follows function. Well, this one's the opposite. It's function follows form. It looks great, but sucks.
Right. It looks Russian.
Yeah.
It does.
Ugh.
Also,
Now-
is that overspray from like the green paint on the tracks?
Probably.
Probably, yeah.
Probably.
Huh.
Jack moment.
So, eventually, the T-55
Love
did
the
need
T-62.
a successor. It did need something else. So, just a quick note on the T-62, which followed.
Yes. Yes.
So, hang on, we're just waiting. I think Greg just came. He just needs to change his pants.
Yes,
Give
I'll be
him
right
a
back.
minute. So the successor, the T-62, other projects, the Object 165 and 166, were attempts to upgrade the T-55A with the new D-54T 100mm smoothbore gun. After reviewing the design,
Vagonka.
Dennis,
Vagonka.
what is it?
What? T-54?
No,
Zavagna.
Oh, the Vagonka. Yes, the Vagonka Design
Vagonka
Bureau.
Bureau. So they reported
Donk.
that only an enlargement of the hull would allow a wider turret race. But
Enlargement.
But in January 1961, a disgruntled Iranian officer crossed the border with the USSR with his brand new M60A1 Patton. After closely examining this new tank, better protected and equipped with a 105 millimeter gun, it was decided to upgrade the main gun to a 115 millimeter gun. After quick development, this modified T-55 became the T-62 prototype, which led in turn to curtail the production of the T-55A, as it was replaced by the T-62 on the same production lines. 25 pre-series prototypes were followed by full-scale production in July 1961. So,
I was gonna say 50,000.
grand total. Does anyone want to take a guess how many
55.
T-54 and 55s were built in various forms?
Oh God.
50,000.
More.
Nah,
Greater
over
than
that.
2.
Over that.
Ooh,
I'd
more than
say
that.
like 150,000.
Not quite.
Damn.
It's estimated around 85,500 T-54 and 55s were built.
Jeez.
That's a lot.
Meaning it is the most produced tank in history and is still being used all over the world today as in various
Ukraine.
countries.
that
Most
is
likely
awesome.
Ukraine at the moment,
Very
but a lot of
serious. Oh, look
African
at him.
nations,
I
Southeast
bet you
Asian
can find a figure
nations.
on an alley like
I mean,
that too.
I think Vietnam still
Speaking of Africa,
still
They
has
do.
T-55s.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
That would make
That's
a badass diorama. He's got a. Is that a 240? You
It's
actually
probably-
have one listed. Oh my God. That is
Isn't that a
fucking
foul?
tits.
Is that a foul or
No, that's a.
If we're
It's not
not-
240, but what is
Sorry
that?
to hijack your description, Callum,
Oh,
but you said
that's
African
nice. I wanna
nations. Was like,
replicate
I've
that.
got just a slide for you.
Mhm.
Damn it! Zoom in.
Also, can I just know here? Look at how the paint on the barrel is just
I
chipping.
know,
right
God.
that's
off there.
awesome.
If you guys need to really up your chipping game.
Now we need to talk to Martin Drayton about that. He's the
Yeah,
master-
Martin!
Martin, get over
Martin.
here.
Nope.
Get your ass over here, eh?
Now, if this presentation, the slim chance you listen to the whole thing, if you want to build a model of a T-54 or 55, if we could go to the next slide.
Enigma's neat. I was just
Now,
thinking
these are
that.
only a small selection of how many models you can buy.
Look
The
at it.
Enigma is cool.
Yep. So you have the Tamiya Enigma. Tamiya also have their 148 scale T-55, which I heard is like one of the best 48 scale kits. Dennis, can you confirm?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Of course you can. It's Tamiya.
Yeah. So you also have down there, you got the Tehran 5, which is the Israeli T-55, is it?
Yes, that's correct.
That's the T-55 with the L5 cannon, isn't it?
Yep, it has a bunch of inaccuracies though, so I wouldn't.
Of course, you would know about the inaccuracies on the Israeli tank.
That's a nice looking kit.
And Jack, if you look bottom right, that is the new TACOM
Yeah.
T-55 AD with the DROS, with the APS system.
That's
Yeah.
actually the Horizon Islands landing in the Folder Gap.
Oh god.
There was also one that I forgot. There was a variant of the T-55 I forgot to add, which I found the other night. It is called the SO-76 M18. This was made in Bosnia, and basically they
Oh
took
my
the
God.
turret from an M18 Hellcat and put it into the hull
that
of a
real?
T-55. It actually looks really cool. It looks plausible.
That's cool. It almost looks
yeah.
like there's
Yeah,
one picture
it looks
here.
great.
It's loaded on the
It
back
looks
of a
great.
truck. It almost looks like a French
Yes.
EBR.
It is real. It's a training tank that they developed.
That's neat.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. But yeah, so that is the T-54-55.
Let's do it.
Thank you very much.
Whoop whoop.
We're gonna take a pisser.
Good job, Callum.
Shit.
Yeah.
Ugh. Shall we have a bit of an intermission?
We shall.
Yes.
Recording
Yes,
stays
yes,
on
yes.
during the piss session.
Yeah, we should probably pause the recording anyway.
Only for
That's
you.
where the best
I was gonna
material
say,
comes
recording
from, though.
stays on.
All right, keep recording.
Hey, could we get a slide refresh before the next session?
Sure.
Danke.
Oh, so Callum, say I was going to try to build that T-55 Hellcat. Could I...
Which you won't.
We'll see. Could I hypothetically use a T-54 hull since I have one just sitting around?
I mean,
Mhm.
yeah, you probably could. Just because the hull for the T-54 and the 55 are
There's no
like,
pictures
visually
of the
quite similar.
engines. So.
The main differences are
Oh,
mainly
wait,
the
they-
side with the NBC protection.
That camo's
Okay, and don't they have different engines?
the
Yeah,
camo
but, you know,
on this thing's
who
kind of
can
icky though.
differentiate engines.
That is true.
Are there different engines I have to model?
Well, I know what I'm... Yeah, I know what I'm bringing to my next show.
It's just going to sit on your shelf, Ezra.
Well, until I,
Yeah, you should
fly
give
all
it
the way to
Don, 'cause
Connecticut with
otherwise it'll
it.
just sit on your shelf.
Next to the B-36 and the U-boat,
At least I made...
whatever the fuck
Okay.
else you have sitting
Okay,
there.
at least I made an effort to work on the B-36.
If you're gonna shit on anybody for their stash, you should shit on
Yeah,
I've
we're
got way
jealous
too many
of you.
kids. Granted,
Yeah, but you build things.
that's true, and I also got like 90% of them at a like major discount because of shows. So
Yeah.
be jealous.
Well, I got like half of my stash sent to me. So,
Sorry for squeaky. This foam does not like to be cut, and I'm making a basement.
We need to
Nice.
get you a foam cutter.
Dude, I want one so fucking bad. Oh! I'm getting a $2.26
Buy yourself
pay raise
something
with
pretty.
this promotion, by the way. Makes me so fucking happy.
Yeah, you are.
Dude,
Oh,
that's
hell
a
yeah.
one-time payment. That's not a raise. That's a bonus.
Whoop whoop. So pumped.
Okay, well let me think. So
And it'll make your life so much
call
easier.
it $100.
Or better yet,
50 hours. So
buy a
work 40
cheap
hours
one
a week.
off of Alley
yeah,
and
so just
burn
work
yourself.
a week and a bit, and then you'll
Burn
have
your
enough
house
money
down.
for a foam cutter.
Yeah, that's kind of the game plan. It would. Like, I could have been done cutting this shit. No.
Oh no.
So, speaking of burning things, while we were talking, I was trying to stretch some sprue to make some weld
Oh, were you
beads.
did you have an open flame by your extra thin? Did you burn your house down?
No, nothing quite so heinous. But I have the little mini torches.
Oh no.
Like I'm not using a lighter like a normal person to light things. I have a fucking
Are you one of those
blowtorch.
guys who just
My-
light cigarettes with a blowtorch?
Yeah.
Oh.
I might have pointed it directly at the model that I'm.
Oh no!
Oh god!
Oh.
Did you melt your firefly?
No. The Firefly's up
Oh,
on the
thank
shelf.
God.
No, it's the 577.
Oh,
So there's it was a glancing blow, but there's now a big shiny spot on the one side.
Hey, it's damage. Battle damage.
Man, you just polished the M5.
It's all good. We survived.
I was in Wheels and Wings, Don, and I was talking to one of the guys, and he said that apparently Trumpeter is kind of a done deal now. Like, they're not releasing anything.
What do you mean? Like, as a company?
I would,
They just
The last
released a
part.
bunch
yeah,
of
they're
shit.
releasing a bunch of new kits.
that's
That
what
was their last big nut. That was their last big nut. That was it.
Naturally.
Oh my god!
How the hell does Trumpeter not make money?
Oh,
I don't know, because Ezra buys all of it.
Well, the guy was Chinese, so I believed everything he said.
Xing
reasonable.
Chong Chow. That's what they
And
found
that-
out with the
speaking
fucking
of
spy
big
balloon.
guns,
No.
Yeah, that
No.
one's getting cut.
No.
Callum,
No.
get
Yes.
yourself
Well,
delete
that's
that last
Patreon
10
fucking.
seconds.
God dares.
No, that's
No,
no, that
just-
one's
no,
actually that one's a delete one.
Yeah, I
God
can see that.
damn it.
Trumpeter should
That's
make
not
a spy
Patreon
balloon.
worthy. That's just delete.
At least
Y'all
it's
are
not
assholes.
me being offensive for once.
We're the assholes.
Well,
All right, I'm sorry.
typical American behavior.
Okay. Also, so Dennis, you shit on Revell kits for not looking like actual tanks.
Dude,
Yeah,
if
but
you were
what
about
year
to
was
defend
that
Revell, I'm
released?
going to end this episode right here and now.
Look at your beloved Tamiya kit. You can't tell me that's more of a legitimate
What?
scale model than any Revell kit.
What kit?
The Leopard 1A3.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
no,
kid's
1A1.
pretty trash.
Oh, please, it's trash, but at least my buddy Owen, he made it look really good.
Yeah.
Send me a picture
What
of
year
what
was
Owen
that
did,
kick
because I need
released?
some some love on that thing, because I was looking at the spruce and it's fucking god awful.
No, it,
Ezra, that kit's also older than I am.
Ezra.
Well,
you are
so are
saying
most
that-
Revell kits, though.
Ezra,
I'm sorry, Ezra.
you're saying that the
the
very first model kit that Tamiya made,
the
or,
newest
like, one
Revell
of the
kit
first,
is
somehow
a baby
because
Yoda.
that's worse than the newest Revell.
How is that
kit,
comparable?
Somehow Revell is a good company.
Well, yes, when people are still buying this.
The
Jack's
newest
got a
Revell-
point, bro.
The newest Revell kits aren't even kits; they're straight up toys, bro.
What about their 1/72nd scale PZH 2000? That's a pretty
Yeah,
big
no.
kit.
No.
Never heard of it.
And on that note, hobby news. I don't know if you guys knew, but there's a hobby store at Dawn. You've probably seen this post, Wheels and Wings. And they said, yeah, we've got a guy in Japan. And he's just at the Shizuoka Hobby Fair gathering intelligence. And that's how they found out about the 172 scale.
He's in all
F-35
CAD
he
pat.
was making. And like, all I can think of is when they say they've got a man on the ground, it's like some guy wearing a press, like helmet and vest, in a Land Rover outside the hobby show.
They got a balloon
He's
there.
all CAD pad, yeah.
Hold on. Kyle's trying to say they have a spy in Shizuoka?
Yeah, I think he's got like a big super zoom lens. It's like
Yeah.
a CIA operation.
God.
Got a balloon.
That's so funny.
Who's going to be the first company to release a balloon?
Oh God. Oh, that's a good question.
Hey, I went to the IPMS show in Toronto, and a guy actually
made it
one.
the night
He had this like
before.
little white balloon. He made
Oh my
the,
god.
the intelligence gathering equipment. It was awesome.
That
Yeah,
was fast
that's
as
awesome.
fuck.
And he had it tied to his shirt, so everywhere he walked, it was over him.
Oh my.
Shut up, really?
That's amazing.
that's
for
what
him.
changed, that's what changed my opinion of like IPMS as a whole. It's
Oh
like,
my
oh man,
God.
these guys are actually really awesome.
Next, you just need a diorama of an F-22 firing a Sidewinder.
You know what? Props to the F-22. It's entered its hell phase.
Oh, look at this.
Well, our prayers have been answered.
Beautiful.
Gecko is coming out with a
Yay!
1 to 35 scale kangaroo.
Greg says
And
yes.
Yay!
It's an actual kit, no
Yay!
conversions.
More excuses
Yay!
for Normandy dioramas? I say yes.
It's not a
Oh.
Normandy tank.
Yay!
Look at it.
It's so pretty.
It's beautiful. It's full interior. Got the engine and everything. It's like literally
Awesome.
every single part on the real thing is there.
The star isn't tilted.
I don't care what exorbitant price
I will
they
buy
charge
two.
for this.
I will buy two. Yes.
Don
so
said,
Give me
"Take my
6.
money."
this one is a late production kangaroo APC.
Mm.
Main thing that denotes that is that it's got the ball mount for the front Browning rather than the turret. I mean,
prefer the
I
Yeah,
hope
good
they
point.
come out with an early version, but at the end of the day, it's all right. We'll forgive them.
There is no way they've
That's
put all the
a
effort
good
into the
point.
tooling for this thing, and they aren't going to release more
That's true.
And you know,
versions. No way.
you know now that like Gecko's going to come out
How-
with an infantry set for Canadian
Oh,
figures.
hell yeah.
They do.
better.
that.
Have you seen their sprues before?
How recent is
Geckos?
Gecko? Like,
pretty
are they?
recent.
They're a
Yeah,
newer
Yeah, they've got some
company,
good
right?
stuff.
Yeah, which
I've got
is
one of their figure sets, and I've got
that's
the
awesome.
Daimler sitting in
They're
the
doing
stash.
great.
They look
Great stuff.
the mold quality is spectacular.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Fairly
Pretty recent. Yeah.
like I think 3 years old.
Like
tops.
ever.
4 years.
Yeah.
I think so.
And they're coming hard. They've got some subjects that nobody else has touched.
Yeah.
Well,
is
yeah,
nice.
this is the first kangaroo
They
that's
kinda
ever come out
forgot.
as a proper kit.
I mean, but look at the box art,
Yeah, other
Dennis. The star isn't tilted.
In fairness, not all the stars were tilted. In fairness, they should have been. They should have been, but not all of them were for whatever reason.
It just depended on how angsty the particular guy with the paintbrush was at the time.
Also, Ezra, you can rotate the decal.
Oh. No, screw
crazy
the decal.
concept.
Just
Even
paint it on.
cooler.
Yeah, actually, at that point, yeah. But yes, so thank you, Gecko, for finally making so many Canadians very happy. And they did it again.
Oh.
They followed it.
Hey, yo!
That I so want
It
that one.
burns.
So this one is the Wasp. This was basically the Kangaroo, but they gave it an armored
What a
roof
horrifying
with
machine.
the little ball turret off the early version Ram, Kangaroo, I should say. And this has the Wasp flamethrower built into it. These saw actual combat; they were used. And this kit has a full interior as well, right down again to the engine. It's got all the flamethrower equipment, individual link tracks, and those look like some nice Canadian pattern tracks there.
Are you going to replace your carrier with this?
No, they're not. They're not
Oh, they're
CDP
not?
tracks.
Well, they're
No.
They're
never mind,
T49.
T49s.
Only because I went and looked.
Fair enough.
Still no company to produce plastic CDP tracks.
It's all right.
I thought Bronco made a set.
Don't they do that?
I don't
Mhm.
think so.
Yeah, they do.
So, let's see.
Also, one thing that's interesting about this is so there was a 1 to 35 scale resin conversion for I think it was the Bronco kit. Guess how much it was?
like
That's
$100.
Beautiful.
$100, yep. So
God's
as
work
long
here.
as this is somewhat cheaper than that, you're going to get such a better deal.
Yeah.
Oh God, thank you, thank you, Gecko.
They probably will.
I hope they do like a because these don't come with figures, right?
Probably not. No.
It would be nice if they
No,
made
they won't.
a entire crew set.
Yeah,
for
good
this.
point.
And
Hell
if
yeah.
they don't, I will.
Just the infantry. There's enough like Commonwealth AFE crew sets out there, but nobody makes tank riders.
Well, time for me to re-download Postscriptum and rip the files so I can print it.
Get on that.
I might actually. I tried to do
Do
that.
it.
We'll see. So thank you,
It's
Gecko.
the marine machine.
Dynamo models, which is well known.
Oh yes,
Yes.
yes!
This.
I
Down
fucking
boy.
need it.
No, Don. I know you just as torqued up.
That is fucking. Oh my god, I want that so bad.
Yeah.
That is
So
quite
And they made
nice.
Humans to go with
Yeah.
Probably. Oh, so they're going to be
Oh,
It
clean.
has the World War II and Vietnam
Yeah.
versions. It's made in collaboration with Emo, so I'm
Yes.
guessing that Tacom is doing the sprues. Yeah, it's just. Oh yeah, this is nice.
It is good.
Getting
It's
it.
solid box art.
Anything.
If anyone wants to give
collaboration
me a
camo
late housewarming
is-
gift, that's it.
Oh, okay. I don't know how to feel about that.
Still taking offers.
That box art is good too. Like that's mean.
Okay. So whips.
You're solid box art. Feel good about it, Jack. Feel good about it.
Rizzed on air.
I think he's trying to finesse you, Jack.
The Gare Riz son.
All right, so I've got 3 slides. You're getting rizzed on air.
So damn many
anyways,
of them.
This is my. Dennis, could you refresh the slides? Thank you.
Y'all
All right,
don't
this is
wanna know what I
my-
put in.
Oh God, we'll find out. This is my Italian Sixth Army in Sicily during Operation Husky at San Fratello near the Etna line. This is basically a little vignette using an Italian anti-tank gun crew set up on a road in the town, getting ready to ambush Allied armor. Not in the midst of combat like a lot of vignettes and dioramas. It's just kind of a relaxed, getting things set up. Added some sandbags. You see they're on the top right. That was last night, yeah. But this was fun. Used wooden base and made a little tree. And
Is that scribed into the
little
wood?
tank concrete block
I
and
was-
a little house.
I was wondering how you are doing
That's
that.
awesome. I love it.
I really like how you've scribed the cobblestones right into the wood.
Thank you. That was fun.
Oh, okay.
It is.
Wow.
Cool.
How did you scribe those?
Would you make your sandbags out of?
those
Milliput.
cobblestone
Nice.
Yes.
pieces?
The next
Careful,
slide will
well-
show the house in greater detail, Mr. Dennis. Which
Oh,
Careful.
okay.
yes. So I used this little wooden carving set, and I just got there was like a slanted blade and like a square blade. And I just used those and basically like foam with a X-Acto knife. I put the lines going from top down
Right.
or side to side on the street. I drew those out, and then
Nice.
I basically just carved them, and then went in and I did like a section at a time.
Ooh,
Did, like,
hinges on
4
the door.
lines, carve 4 lines, and then do the brickwork. Carve 4 more lines, do the brickwork, and it took about 2 hours.
That's cool.
It was fun, and this is my first. Yes, and a gutter. First time ever doing a gutter on a
Jesus.
house. That was really fun to do.
How did you make that?
Where'd you
Four.
go?
Thank you. It was. I'm excited. If I could get the damn XF86 in the mail, which I just ordered 4 of them from Amazon, because the hobby store is 3 weeks late on my order. It's pissing me off. So once I get that, I can start painting shit.
As a hobby store guy, I can testify that we just enjoy watching you guys suffer.
Well, thing is, I ordered the fucking flat clear a week before my Willys Jeep, and my Willys Jeep was late, and I got it like a week ago.
Nah, but in all seriousness, no, it's not them specifically. I know the whole industry is like we've been going through shortages of Tamiya products. So first it was
The
extra.
clears were gone
then we got
a while
that
ago
resolved,
too.
but now it's starting to become the clears. I know that X22 and XF86 are becoming hard, short in supply. But
Yeah.
they'll make more.
Same
Why
with
not just
flat flesh
get a
as well.
different hot clear?
Flat flesh is
The
never there.
clears go through a cycle where it's like a wave function. They just they're in stock, then they're not, then they're in stock, then they're not.
Garrison, can you not get like Mr. Hobby or some of the other stuff?
That's gonna eat the
no.
foam, is it not?
I
I'm
refuse
choosing
to
not
believe
to.
the local hobby store doesn't have any flat clear.
They have lacquered,
There you go.
but I'm not gonna fuck with lacquered. It's not my thing. It would.
It might.
Oh, it definitely would.
It'll be fine.
Tis why I don't mess with it.
Oh, that
You're telling me they don't have any acrylic?
No, literally
Not-
zero. They have X20, or was it the flat gloss? They have that.
Okay,
Like,
do they have flat base?
no,
They don't have flat base.
it's literally just a Tamiya gloss coat, clear
Are you
coat.
sure they don't have flat base? Because no one ever buys that.
100%.
Because you can take flat base and mix it with clear, and then make a flat clear.
Yes, I'm aware.
All right.
They are
The gloss
out of
coat
the-
isn't that
or
different.
The
You can just,
XF86 and the other
you
one.
could just use the gloss
They
coat.
do have the gloss
And then,
coat
like-
because literally they've been no one buys a gloss coat.
Not really. I just use a thin
They've
coat.
been in stock.
It might not be sealing all the way, but it seems to work fine.
Yeah, except for the fact that it gives you a mirror finish.
Exactly. I'm not trying to get that, Jack.
Garrison, you have to get one of those Mr. Hobby brushes I was telling you about.
One day. I've got my 4 bottles that should be here in 2 weeks from Amazon.
2 weeks, Jesus.
Well, it's either that or wait for fucking Hobby Town to get their supplier to kick them in the ass and hurry up. But oh well.
Yeah, damn, Hobbytown, you really need to step on it, man.
Breaking my heart over here. I want to paint. But next slide is what I'm working on right now. It's the buildings for my Fireball diorama. It's taking place in Elsdorf, Germany.
Ooh, shapes.
Yes, I was very hesitant to do this. I couldn't find thick XPS foam blocks, so I had to make my own. I'll be using the fuck is that shit called? Like it's AK.
Look.
What's up?
No, go ahead.
Oh, it's AK like putty, the stuff I used on that last building y'all guys just saw. I'll be using that to cover up all those extra lines and shit. But yeah, just put in a what was it, 4mm thick?
Nice.
It's a 1/4 inch thick or 1/2 inch thick foam board on the very bottom. It's not put there, but
that's me.
It's going to be
All right.
representing the basement.
Panther.
So
I haven't been doing too much. This is still my Battle of the
Cool.
Bulge group build.
Panther.
But I don't know. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna scoop them up last minute, I swear.
Jack, that's
So
over.
yeah, we've got the Panther there. It's
My
all
man's trying to
painted
win
up.
all the
The base
prizes. He
is
doesn't even
coming
realize
along.
they're about
I
to be
haven't
shipped out.
been at the bench too much. Got some figures that are partially painted, doing a camo on one of them, and that's a radio I'm fucking around with. Not much to say about that. It's from 1946. Yeah, it's a Rogers Majestic radio, built in Toronto, 1946. I've like cleaned it all up, taken some
like an actual
parts. I got
radio.
like the pilot light to work and stuff, but there's a couple
Cool.
broken tubes, and
Ah.
it's asking me to pour some money into it, so it's just sitting on my bench right now. Yeah, I will. Because imagine getting that thing working. That'd be so cool. Yeah, for real. No, he's right.
Do it.
Tell that
It's a
little slut no.
77-year-old radio.
That's way cooler than the Panther.
Shut up, Don.
Well, I was considering just ditching the
Figure a way
internals
to
and
hook up
putting
an
a.
MP3. Figure a way to hook up an
Yeah,
aux
you
cord
good?
to that so that you can play MMP through it.
Yeah, I was considering ditching the internals and throwing like a
You just cut
Bluetooth
yourself?
module in there, because you can get a cheap Bluetooth module for like $1. But I want
That's
to keep
plan
it
B.
original because like this radio's actually been in my family for 77 years. So
Do it.
yeah, through the radio. Put this shit back together.
Oh yeah, your grandpa's
Oh.
gonna come back and haunt your ass if you fuck with that shit.
Through the radio.
Yeah, through the radio.
What do you mean
Jack,
by slap?
why?
Why are you playing Playboy Cardi through my radio?
So is that slide, and then
Put a
go to the
subwoofer
next
in it.
slide here. Oh, what the fuck?
What is WAP?
There we go. That is, yeah. So there you go.
There you go.
Of course, we got the MG on the
Oh.
roof.
Yeah.
Oh my
Deleted
god,
one of the
HIDF Beetle.
fenders. That's an external fuel tank on the back. I did a bunch of wiring.
I love it.
You're
That's
getting
a
acting unwise.
that's a Toyota Tacoma steering wheel. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, guys, haven't done much at the bench, but I made this fucking bug death killer.
Yeah.
Not
It's gonna
Not
gonna
to
hit a tree and like
cast
come
doubt
off.
on your
Yeah.
master plan here, but of all the dumbass places you could have put that fuel tank, why there? Yeah.
You should have spent it in the backseat.
And I'm
That's
gonna
the point,
add
Don.
more stuff. to
Urban
it. Look,
warfare,
it's not
baby.
done. Does it
He
look
has a
done?
the
No.
driver needs to have a class A
I don't
or
know what
class
to add in
B,
the front.
so he knows how to turn that thing.
Hmm,
No.
Yes.
I mean, for HIDF,
I don't know. Whatever I have
yes.
laying around
It's
in my
completely done.
drawer.
Where?
Just random stuff.
Never mind.
What are your plans with it? Like, what else are you gonna add?
I've just got that I've got the wires hanging
How are you
down,
gonna
like
have
a remote
a
system,
like? What kind of stand are you
passenger
gonna have
control.
for the gunner?
I don't know.
Like a metal frame, wooden frame.
Yeah, that would be sick.
Oh god.
Imagine like a series of pipes
You
going
need to
right
have
up.
like a VHS camera up there.
That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, I'll
World
have to
War
think
One
about
French
that.
periscope.
But, that's the coax 50.
Do it.
Man,
The Coax 50.
nah.
Simply just add an RWS to the top.
But yeah, that's a really good kit though. It's the Ryfield
Nah.
staff
Fuck your
car.
idea.
It's a really good kit for it was only like $20, and it comes with photo etch. It comes with masks for the clear parts. Yeah, it's a
It
beautiful
looks like
kit.
a sweet little kid.
It was $23. Rubber wheels, yes. Yeah, because I figured I could just pick up another one.
What?
It's rubber wheels.
Are those rubber
That
wheels?
that
and then
body
you've
is
gone and made
all
this
one mold there
monstrosity.
too. But yeah,
Yes,
it's
Jack
a solid
is
kit
also made
that
of money.
it's pretty fun to mess around with. But that's what I've done. Thank you. It's a good kit. You've done good stuff. Now, Dennis, you're probably gonna have to back up.
Thank you, Rifle Models.
Yes, so I haven't got much going on at the moment, but I did swing by on my way to the IPMS Toronto show. Shout out to those you guys. You're all awesome. Love you all. I told myself I would take the train
I love
straight to
John.
Union Station and then go right to the IPMS show. I did not. I got off at Danforth Station and I booked it to John's Hobbies first. And keep in mind, this is like an hour before the meeting. I picked up Tamiya's 1:48 scale Komatsu G40 bulldozer.
Nice.
And I picked up their new M8 at Wheels and Wings. This is like 5 minutes before they closed. I just walked in, saw the stack of them, and I was like, yep, that's what I'm getting. Yeah, but
I'm proud of
that's
you,
what I'm
Dennis.
working on right now. I'm just working on the lower hull. It's a fantastic kit. It's really great. The only thing I'm going to have to figure out is how I'm going to deal with the light guards, because they are way too thick. I might just shave them down. I might just try and do that, but we'll see.
What this is gonna be like 44 or 45, or are you gonna do it
I
like?
think I'm going to copy like one of the famous foes, like maybe
No.
even Boxer. But
No.
yeah, 44, 45. I'm
Right
thinking
on.
Wait, Dennis, you're gonna make a historically accurate kit?
Maybe.
He said maybe.
Maybe. Maybe.
It won't happen.
HIDF, it's got weighting gear. It's like got those tanks. They have like the detachable hulls that you can put on them.
Oh God.
Yeah.
No, because
Pop a
it's
30-foot figure in
48
there.
scale. You need to turn it into like a UGV,
Oh no. Oh God.
right?
Oh no, I might actually. Nope.
Is that a metal part on the inside there?
Oh God. Don't give me
Oh.
ideas, guys.
Yeah, why?
Too bait.
Okay.
Oh, it's
Anyway,
a premium
This would
thing.
be the best kit ever.
Yes, they give you these 2 metal weights to give it a bit more
Why?
heft. I like it.
All their 48 armor have
It's
them.
nice. It makes it a little heavier. Yeah, but it's a fantastic kit. Like already looking at the spruce, the turret is fantastic.
Yeah, you have been saying
Apart
that.
from the grab handles on the 50 and the headlights, everything on it's great.
Nice.
Well, good.
And I'm going to 3D print a bunch of spent rounds.
All right.
I designed them too. Yeah, it's all ready to go. I'm going to print them tomorrow.
Dude, hell yeah.
Alrighty. That it? No, it's
That is
not.
it?
Callum.
Right, so I thought we'd do something a bit fun. We all have our opinions on brands and who's good, who's bad, and
Nice.
whatnot. So I figured we'd do a bit of a tier list on 24 brands, and we're basically gonna have a 6-person argument for however long it takes us to do this. So
This won't generate controversy.
No. Not at all.
absolutely not. This
Morgan
is
the
Freeman
final
comes in and
episode.
narrates, and this is when the podcast crew started splitting.
when someone does a downfall video, this is where they're gonna show it.
Hey, yeah, solid A.
Right.
We had a
So-
messy divorce.
So first up on the list we have
Super.
Tamiya.
Yeah. A.
A tier.
B. Wait, hold on. What is
So
S?
S is like basically as
Super.
good as it gets.
Oh, okay. A.
Yeah, I'd go with
Okay.
A.
Their presentation is S tier. Their engineering is S tier, but they've got some nagging little issues that make them A.
No, their engineering is not S tier. Don't get
For tank
Fucking
models,
stupid
yeah,
here.
it is.
No.
Dennis, 148 Brewster Buffalo.
Shut up, man.
You threw out the Tamiya kit. I'm just pointing
I
out.
didn't. Actually, I did. Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
Never
that's
mind.
a good
135th
point.
scale Walker Bulldog.
Oh God.
Everyone
that
makes
monstrosity?
Rubber band
it's like their
tracks.
Reddit special.
no photo etch.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
photo etch, hardly
Rubber
any
band-
aluminum or metal
Stud
part.
kits of photo etch.
Yeah, rubber
There's
band
stud kits
tracks.
of photo etch.
B. B.
And yet
Go
you
ahead and
all-
throw that bitch down to B.
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah, I agree.
B.
My initial
B?
instinct was
Are
right.
we going to call
B.
Tamiya B class?
B is B class.
Okay.
We love Tamiya, but it's
We don't.
got to be B.
Basically,
Shinzaku, if you're listening, I think you're an S tier, okay? Now please hire me. Ship me out to Japan.
Right. Up next we have Bandai.
Oh God.
A. For
A
sure.
tier.
A.
No.
Bordering
Yes.
on
How
S.
many of you guys have actually built Bandai kits, first of all?
Me.
I'm assisting in a build of one right now.
I'd say it's B.
There's a Gundam sitting right in front of me, half built.
Gundams are pretty cool. Like if Bandai could make tank kits with that kind of engineering, that'd be great.
Yes.
I say A tier because they have the multicolored injection molding.
Yes.
That is cool. And yeah, they do have like Gundams that are molded with like joints that you just snip off and they bend.
Exactly.
Like they move.
The snap fit
Yeah,
quality
they're
is better than
Redditors.
some glue together models.
Yeah,
Okay, let's check her
Bandai
out at
kits
A.
are really great. It's just that the community people who build them aren't really modelers oftentimes.
No, they're weebs.
Yeah.
That was fucking fast.
No, it's true. It's true. Like I say, it's working with a guy who does Gundam, and he's amazing. He's a proper modeler, like any of us, but so many
Nice.
of them aren't.
Okay, so Bandai is solidly at an A tier.
Yes.
For the
Okay,
time,
next
maybe.
we have
I don't know.
Matchbox.
Yeah,
Zed.
good time.
C tier. They came up with a lot of interesting stuff, but not well done.
I don't know. I say B tier because
For the time, it wasn't bad.
Yeah, I think
their
you
aircraft
rate,
kits.
you have to rate say stuff like Matchbox, where it's definitely like an older company. You have to rate it for its time, not for we're looking at it from a retrospective sort of stance of what we're used to now.
What would you rate
This
it?
is like
Callum?
back then. That was what good quality was.
Like, have you built
So I
many
think if you're going to
Matchboxes?
judge like a vintage, like an older
No.
brand, you have to judge it for its
I built
time.
one.
We should have not have brought vintage into this. As the problem.
Yeah,
No.
I have.
No. Ezra has.
I agree with Ezra on that one.
I would give it a solid B tier because at the time it was released, it was one of the first companies to have aircraft kits with actually recessed panel lines.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yep.
Actually, yeah. You know what? I've built one Matchbox kit, which was then converted into a monogram kit. It was very good.
Yeah, and their 176 scale armor kits, really, I say hold up very well.
Okay, so we're going to put Matchbox as B.
Don't justify Monogram.
That's fair.
No, please don't justify
Up next, we have Monogram.
Go ahead and throw that bitch down to F.
No, you...
C?
I mean, I'm building a Monogram right now.
Monogram's B tier.
And this is
not an A.
This isn't Rebel Monogram.
You
this
think
is Monogram.
better than Mia Dennis?
This is Monogram. Although, there is Monogram New Zealand as well. Just want to point out there.
It's okay.
Monogram is
Cancel the flight.
What, the kits all get built upside down?
No, I'm saying no.
He is Shinzaku. Do not fly him out there.
I say C.
Heresy.
I'm talking about Monogram in the context where it wasn't even sold with alongside Tamiya kits back in that time period.
Yeah,
does it compare it to me at all? No, but for the time period, I built an F4 Wild Weasel that had fully recessed panel lines, rivet detail everywhere, everything fit perfectly, and the cockpit was amazingly detailed. And that was a 19. I don't even know when, but it was one of the last kits they did. And that was just a good kit. And they applied that similar design philosophy to all the stuff they did.
Yeah,
they were groundbreaking for the hobby. Yeah, they were like the Tamiya of their day.
Okay, so what tier do you want?
Yeah, I say C.
B. We're going for B for Monogram?
Yeah, B is fair.
Okay, next we have Hobby Boss, which is... Yeah. I've seen some kits that are bad and some that are good. Have you guys seen...
Yeah, I've got mixed feelings about Hobby Boss.
Yeah, have you guys seen, Model Minutes on YouTube?
Yeah.
He was showing a review of the... there was a Hobby Boss... Was it a Hobby Boss? It was a BF-110.
That's funny.
And it looked really bad.
Hobby Boss has that...
the rear machine gun was way out of scale.
Yeah.
It looked like a 20mm cannon.
Have you seen...
Do they?
All right, how about Dennis can relate to this. They're AAVs.
See, the thing is with Hobby Boss, you gotta give them credit because they do interesting subjects like the AAVs, like Canadian modern tanks. And if you put the time into building them, they look good, but they're over-engineered.
That's the engineering of it. So I'll put it this way: the inside of the AAV, the walls don't fit, the turrets don't fit, and the tracks don't fit.
Yeah.
It's like
half of
the
what's in
Hobby
the
Boss
box.
Leopard 284 can attest. That's a kit that needs rubber tracks, and it's 5 parts per each link. And you see only a third of the tracks.
Oof. Okay, so what tier do we want to put Hobby Boss at?
C.
I'd say C, yeah.
C?
They kind of started a lot of stuff.
Okay, up next we have Airfix, which is interesting. Airfix is probably the most well-known brand. Yeah.
They did.
I'll say for Airfix, their vintage stuff is actually really good. Their vintage classics and all that. They are very easy to build. They are decent for their time. But then they went through this period, I think it was like early 2000 kits, like 2000 to 2010, where they were diabolical.
They
Not
were
good.
awful.
The aircraft kits were not good, but now they've kind of come back to a higher standard. Like I built their Wellington Mark 1A, which I built that I think last year or year before. No, year before last. And that was a new release at the time that I bought it, and that kit is actually really good. Like, it's got full interior and it just went together so well. And it's the Wellington's a fabric covered bomber, and they molded that detail in really well into it. I can't say anything about their armor kits, but aren't they just like Academy but reboxed?
They are literally just reboxes of Academy with even worse instructions
and higher price.
And I'm staring at their old 124 Spitfire right now, which is basically just a poorly fitting shell.
Their new stuff is good.
I would call...
But I've been following a guy on Instagram who's detailing the shit out of their new mold Typhoon.
I saw that, yeah.
And it's stunning.
I have to wonder how much of that is actually Airfix and how much of that is just aftermarket.
But I don't think he's using any aftermarket.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
There's been a lot of scratch, but I don't think there's been any, he hasn't gone out and bought any resin kits or anything that I can see.
Oh my god, good for him.
Yeah, they're trying to rebrand themselves.
And there is some heavy scratch building going into it, but the detail of the kit itself is...
The new Airfix is quite well.
Yeah, they really... Yeah.
I built the P40, and I've got their P51 for the Italy campaign, and the P40 went together great, and the sprues on the 51 look very nice.
Yeah,
I do think you lose points for reboxing, though.
Yeah,
that's
true,
fair, yeah.
But keep their history in mind.
Airfix at a solid B.
Yeah.
I might not be as generous. I would say C, because at the end of the day, the majority of their kits aren't that good. It's just like their newer ones are good, but
expensive.
Yeah.
I'd vote for C.
Yeah.
All right, B.
A.
B. Okay. Right. Who we got next? It is AFV Club.
Ooh, A.
Ooh.
A.
B.
They made the Weasel, and it looks really good.
C. Their fit isn't that great, their engineering isn't that great, and they're way too expensive.
Get the fuck out of here, Dennis.
Yeah, get out of here.
Nope, I agree with Dennis.
No.
Christian to replace
That's right, you get your AFV kit
50% cheaper, they'd be a solid B, but they're not.
You get your AFV club kit for
price
free.
alone kills it.
But the detail.
$120 for a Centurion that the molds on it are 20 years old is outrageous.
How much was full retail?
That is not true.
That's true, actually. No, that's true.
No. I bought my Chacal Delette for full retail.
Yeah, and didn't you bitch about it the entire time you were building it?
No, I actually really enjoyed it.
But the thing is,
I'll say this: the Weasel. The Weasel looks damn good.
Oh, they make great stuff, but
I've got their...
They look good when they're assembled by their staff, and they have unlimited access to replacement parts and...
But I mean, figure this, right? Their Churchill tanks are easily at least $120 here in Canada. They're great.
Yeah.
They look good, but they're
still rubber bands.
Still rubber bands. The plastic is to me a level of detail.
Okay, that's not true. I'd say
that's
the
one kit
levels
though.
of detail.
No bullshit.
No.
Look through the...
First of all...
Look through the Chacal Delette's instruction manual, and you'll see what I mean.
You vote 7.
Is there an interior?
No.
Then it's not mini art level of detail.
Mini art offers kits without the interior.
Oh, thank you.
I will say, I do... Yeah, I do have their scimitar, and I'll give them bonus points because they do include
you can
a
buy
metal
2
gun
kits
barrel
for
the 30 mil.
That's the thing. They do gimmicky stuff.
Yeah,
but
it does have rubber bands at the same time.
$79.
Only
actually, I got...
Bro.
Okay. Actually,
what?
No, that's the same price as a modern Tamiya kit.
What? Actually,
So
I'm going to make
listen,
Don hate me for this one. I bought my scimitar for $20 on Trade Me.
shut up. Okay, so the Centurion I built last year. Okay,
Yeah.
despite the fact that most of the Mark III's onward having fabric mantlet covers, they do not come with mantlet covers. AFV produces a vinyl fabric mantlet cover aftermarket, and it doesn't fit their own kit.
This is true.
Okay,
This
that's
is
pretty
true.
bad.
Hey, Don, how much
That's
was
pretty fucking bad.
Yeah, it's
How
an
much was this
arguable
Centurion
B.
So,
Okay, so what tier are we going to
F.
put AFV
kit?
Con?
C.
Well,
That's a
C?
C.
F.
Put the B
Yeah.
at C right now.
Okay, we'll put him as a C.
Oh my god.
Okay, this one's going to generate the most amount of fight. Ravel.
F.
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 Wait, no. C. C.
Nope, F.
Okay, I will step in for defense on Ravel on one thing. I did build their 1-144 Saturn V,
Callum,
and that is actually a very good kit. Like,
if anybody
It's
else
a
built
tube.
that kit, it would
yeah, but it's a tube you can pull apart. Like, you can disassemble it into the sections. It's cool.
Oh, that's right.
You could do the same thing with some PVC
Nice.
pipe, though.
Also probably true.
Okay, we'll go F.
A. There
you
you
go.
Strong start from Gecko.
We might
Models.
be a bit biased on the next one just because of the announcements, but Gecko models.
S.
A.
They're
Yeah,
an A.
I'd
Yeah,
say
no,
A.
they're a solid A.
I might be willing to upgrade it once I
Yeah.
actually build the kit, because I've only ever
Gecko
built their
models, eh?
figures so far.
I've looked at a lot of Gecko sprues. They all look fantastic, like really, really excellent. So I'd say A.
I've heard
But
the
they're
fit is
finicky.
really excellent as well.
But they're finicky to build.
I was going to say the only thing I think keeping them out of S is looking through the instructions for the Daimler that I have. There's a lot
No,
of mandatory
come on,
photo
Dennis.
etch,
Oh.
but in places where they could have easily not
Structural photo etch.
used photo etch.
There is such
Yeah,
a thing as too
photo
much
etch
photo
that
etch.
builds off of other photo
Like,
etch.
you shouldn't have structural photo etch. That shouldn't be a
Yeah.
thing.
Just like a lot of ship models.
Don,
He's not wrong.
details.
Yeah, A's good. Gecko A.
Yes.
The kit is 100% CA glue.
I'd cry.
But yeah, go for
Okay.
A.
Gecko is going up to A. Right, next is Hasegawa.
Oof.
A.
C
God.
tier. C for inconsistency.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I built their Finnish Polykarkov, the I-16.
They make a lot of
and,
kits though.
Like, I put the wings
Hasegawa
together and then
makes
put
a
them onto
lot
the
of kits.
fuselage, and there was about at least 3 to 5 millimeter gap at the wing roots.
God.
Like, it was...
Okay, but that was old Hasegawa. Yeah, that's.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I will
Yeah.
die on this hill that Hasegawa arguably made the best F-18 kits in 148 scale. You could have all the flaps dropped,
Save it for a hill to die
the
on.
wings folded, the canopy open, the boarding ladder dropped. They were beautiful kits. A little pricey though.
You just have to navigate
A
scale
lot of
mates.
though. A lot of
Yeah.
Hasegawa kits though have raised
I mean, do your
panel lines,
research.
and they're selling them as new kits. Like they'll rebox those older ones and sell
That's
them as
true.
new kits.
That is
Ooh.
true.
Yeah, quality over
Yeah, you do have to
quantity.
do that.
Or quantity over quality. I'd
It's
give them a solid C.
They don't have Tamiya engineering, but they don't have like let me think. They don't have many levels of detail. I'm trying to think of a good aircraft manufacturer. Don,
Ravel.
what's a good like minier analog for aircraft?
I don't know. I don't build airplanes.
Arma.
This is a fucking
Yeah,
Callum question.
Yeah. So they don't have Tamiya levels of engineering to like make up for a lack of detail, but they also don't have like a level of detail to make up for a lack of
And it's a
engineering. If that
C2.
makes sense. Like they kind of just struggle in both fields.
Yeah.
Your model company sucks so bad.
Okay, so C tier? Is that what
C.
we put it?
C.
C?
Is
Yeah,
that a
what's
C or is
unique
that
for
like SIC?
Here, hold on.
Yes.
Confirming it's C.
Okay, next up, Minicraft.
Oh,
I don't know anything about it, to be honest.
that's a solid. It's a solid F.
I agree. They did a bunch of Reeboks, Tasagawa, and Revell, and I think some
Not
Air
F.
Force kits.
Not F.
Put him as an F.
C. No, I agree. C.
Artillery?
F.
Ooh.
No,
I don't
no.
know. No.
They did collabs. They did collabs with
C.
Nia.
I'd
I
say
have the same
C.
kit, and I agree.
They've got some.
Or I've got the
I've got their
72nd one.
Opal Blitz kit, and it's old as shit, but it's not terrible.
Yeah,
Oh, like you.
I've got the M113.
The 72nd.
I've got the M113 and their Jeep, and figures are shit, but the kit
Yeah.
themselves, the vehicle, is pretty good. I'd
Yeah,
happily
that's
call
true.
artillery a C.
Especially for
And they
vintage.
get bonus points for
Edward.
bonus
S.
points for making
S.
a priest kangaroo.
I mean,
S.
I
yeah,
guess they also
do.
did the Starfighters. So
Yeah.
okay, fine. C.
S.
Okay, artillery goes to C. Edard is next.
It's annoying as hell, but worth
C.
it.
You said Edward?
Set
Yeah.
C.
B.
I've never built it, but I've heard a lot of good
Yeah,
things about
but
it.
when you pay that
B.
price, you're gonna
C.
convince yourself it's the best detail.
Not the best detail for the price.
Agreed.
If it could be better.
Oh
Okay,
yeah,
so
the
what do
kits
you want?
themselves, yeah. But does this include their aftermarket, or
Like they should stick to
or is it just a
making,
company?
they should stick
Like,
to
or
making
is it just their
aftermarket.
kits?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what do we want to put it as?
Okay, then yeah, no. C.
Yes.
I think it's
Yeah.
just their kits.
We'll just go just their kits. C? Everyone good with C?
Yeah.
Let's get a debate going.
Threw this one in. Das Werk.
Oh,
F tier. They're just
easy.
a Dragon front company.
So did Revell.
S.
Ezra, just because it's German on the cover doesn't mean they're good.
They made a 172nd scale U-boat.
Congratulations.
That wasn't even their. That wasn't even their sprues, bro.
Wait, whose sprues were they?
Rebel.
The Revell.
No, it was a
Oh,
World War One U-boat.
We're getting heated.
No, it was Revell sprues.
There's no way. No, you can't convince me otherwise.
I'm
There
making
were.
you look. I'm making.
I'm
you
checking
look
Scalemate.
right
I'm
now.
checking Scalemates.
We are hearing someone in denial.
That's what is in denial. It couldn't possibly happen.
Yeah, it can't. I'm telling you, it's an original kit.
It's a company made for wereaboos who want to differentiate themselves from the boomer modelers who only build dragon kits.
Is
by
that
selling
even-
Yeah,
dragon
there we go.
kits, but
Yeah.
with more fancy box art.
There we go. Full history. It was produced by Das Werk in 2020.
They made one kit. Good job.
But it's a beautiful kit. I mean,
Oh my god.
Have you built
This
it?
guy.
no.
I'm hearing a lot of cope right
Of course
now.
he hasn't.
Okay,
Classic.
so where do we want to
Look
put
at
it?
that. Look at that box
F.
art. Look at the box
Because
art.
they
I could go
Anything
C.
Not even a real
C.
company.
Yeah.
Okay, up next we
Oh,
have
God.
AMT.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I'd say
F.
B.
F.
Good point.
C tier. Yeah.
You can't.
Because even
That's-
for a classic
Where else are you
company,
gonna
the
get
production
it?
is just not good. And the price too, like $50-$60.
Where else are you going to get a classic station wagon?
For $50 or $60?
Yeah.
Are you really willing to pay that?
That's interesting.
Okay.
Fair.
Mm.
AMT, C class?
Yeah, I'll give it a C.
I'll give it a C. Okay, this will be good. Up next we have Dragon.
A.
Oh, God.
A.
No.
Mhm.
What
Well, just
tier
put it
of
in B.
dragon?
Yeah, that's actually a fair point.
This is. I think this is the same as like the Airfix debate.
I'm
I'm gonna
I'm
say
going
it.
B.
I'm gonna say it. I think they're an A.
Yep. Thank you, Craig.
I think you're probably right.
No, I'm going to say it. They are a solid C. Maybe B.
Get out of here.
It's
But
like
when
the
they're
Hasegawa.
good, they're
But that
good.
problem is that they're not always good. Like, say with Tamiya, right? It's a B because it's consistently good, but maybe not consistently great. These ones aren't even consistently good.
That's
Like-
true.
No,
You pay
it's
exorbitant
good.
prices
Yeah.
for them,
It's
right? You
good
pay
if you
huge
put
money,
effort.
and half the time the kits aren't even accurate in their dimensions. So it's like their M103. It wasn't even the right length of turret, I think it was, or their what was the other one?
Oh yeah, that was a Frankentank.
I'm trying to think. There was another one that they had. Oh, the elephant, and that one was just again straight up wrong. It was like early Tamiya levels.
They're
of
just trying to get away
inaccuracy
with it.
for $100.
That's pretty damn inaccurate.
I'm going B.
Yeah, exactly. Now that's the problem. Is like they're still making
Yeah.
kits like that.
Okay,
Dragon is a B.
I don't know. I still think it's an A, in my opinion. But
I'm gonna go with a B.
Ooh,
Any,
yeah.
Yeah,
Dragon is a B.
easy S.
Dragon's a
no,
bitch.
they're expensive as hell.
Okay.
literally.
Up
The
next we
bitch to
have
build, that's for sure.
Meng.
I could go A, but
Oh, easy S. Easy S.
A little enthusiastic, aren't we? There, Leslie?
what?
an
Yeah.
FT-74.
But
Although
you're paying for
they-
quality.
I'll
Yeah,
go
not us.
A just because they have some good subjects, mainly like they have the Whippet and the Tortoise, which I like.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, aren't they? They've stopped their armor
Yeah.
model line now, haven't they? They're doing more aircraft, I think. Yeah, I think they've stopped doing armor.
A.
Well, they can fuck off
We
then.
want-
Agreed.
We don't need them anyways.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Okay, for the kits they have now, what do we all reckon?
I'd give it an A or a B.
Yeah.
Over-engineered, but probably an A.
The Leopard I built was pretty damn nice.
Oh yeah, props him for making the
A,
C2A1.
I like that.
So we're gonna put Meng as an A. Border models.
It's a good example of a.
Oh, that's a solid.
Yeah, they know what they're
Yeah.
doing.
Yeah, I agree.
W?
A.
Like their first kits had some problems with the fit, but then they resolved them, and now they're just
Like
really
Gecko.
detailed, and you get a lot of
They
stuff like
do.
rifled metal barrels. They're new. They've got teething issues, but they've got more potential than anything else.
Did you say they have teething issues?
Yeah,
Didn't-
teething issues.
Is
Like
it
a
border-
baby?
Yeah.
Didn't who does the someone does a line of Crusader tanks? Is it Border that
That's
do that?
border.
I do like. I will
Yep.
give them props for like they have in their instructions because they have the tracks are like three
That's awesome.
pieces per link.
That's so nice.
They do have it in the instructions of you can just build half of it because the other half can't be seen. They have that in the instructions
Oh.
telling you that.
And
Nice.
all of their kits have rifled metal barrels that come with them.
They have what?
Rifled metal barrels.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
that's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. Okay. We'll put them as a solid A.
Yeah, that's
A.
a big plus right there.
I reckon A. Give them a couple years. Yes.
Yeah.
If they keep on the right track.
and they make fairly interesting subjects, like a lot of
Ignore
German
that
stuff,
it's
obviously,
Russian.
but they still
Uh,
make interesting things.
I could go
Yeah.
A.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
definitely want
ignore
one of their
politics.
Crusaders. Yeah. Okay. Zvezda.
I like.
S.
I like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
What?
Ignore
I-
the
I-
political side. Of
Yeah.
it.
A, their figure kits are not. Their older figure kits are not that good. Their newer stuff is
Their
very
new-
nice.
I don't know. I would say
Their new stuff is stellar.
B.
That BM21 I built was one of the best kits I've ever
Really?
My brothers in Christ,
Yes.
we can't have this Vesta being our only S tier.
made.
And that's Dawn
to the
talking,
point
so-
where the
know it's
aftermarket that I bought for it went unused
Yes.
because the
Ooh.
detail in the kit was better than the detail in the aftermarket, and the detail in the aftermarket was actually quite good.
No, it should.
That is true. I
Yeah,
S.
It should be B because it has the same
Kit?
problem as
No.
Dragon. It has the same problem as Dragon. The new kits are really good, but the old ones are trash.
Well, no. Their old figure kits are trash. A lot of
No,
their older
old
kits
armor
are
kits.
good.
Their old
their
armor
older
kits are trash.
actually- No, yeah, that's the thing. You can't just say, "Oh, because the new kits are good, therefore it's an S
Exactly.
tier."
Exactly.
I just did.
80% of all those.
What do you mean? All
Fucking
right,
tons
they're
of
really
trash.
good.
80%. I'm not even kidding. Like of all the kits they've made, their entire catalog, 80% are hot garbage. Because that 20% of new ones is alright. They're all right.
Exactly.
No,
There's
they're
a
not.
stigma. You feel
Well,
like
so are
you're
new
doing
Dragon
something.
kits, though.
I was-
Jack.
You feel
So
like there's a
explain to me how
risk
new Zvezda
associated
kit
with
is any
it.
better than a new Tamiya kit. Like seriously,
Because a new Zvezda kit is half the price of a new Tamiya
where?
kit.
Mm.
I've never seen a Zvezda kit that's substantially cheaper than a Tamiya kit.
Yeah.
$13.90.
Yeah, but that's also a really bad kit.
Oh, you'd remember
No,
if
it
you
was
did the
really
Mang.
good. That's the one I did. That was a
Hey.
really good kit.
I think they're the Mang T90
Nice.
for some reason.
Maybe.
The Mang T90 is great.
Fine. Okay.
Okay, so we're going to put Zvezda as an A.
Ugh.
Oh God,
Fine
forgive me. I
mold.
let that next.
Yeah,
one.
I don't know.
Okay, up next is fine molds.
Oh, that's a solid S. I'm not even kidding. Their stuff is fantastic, and
It's
more
true.
people
I've
should
never
build it.
built them, so I can't say anything.
Fine Molds is literally one of the
nothing.
best. Like, I built their Japanese Humvee. It was stellar. Like Tamiya quality, but with better detail.
Oh, they've got.
Oh
some
wait, no, I
cool
saw a
subjects
review on
as
that
well.
on YouTube. Yeah.
Like, it goes together
Right.
much like a Tamiya kit does, but it's got way better detail, and the price is decent too. Well, they make all the
Yeah.
IJN stuff.
Sure.
Well, that just makes an
First
S tier
S.
for Dennis straight away.
Oh yeah, me and Harvey Lowe playing a trip to Pearl Harbor.
Okay, so
Holy
we'll put
crap.
fine molds as an S.
Oh man.
Okay. I threw this one in just because it would be a bit funny. Hobbycraft.
F.
Hobbycraft!
Oh, these guys.
Hobby
So
crap.
bad. We're stuck with them.
Oh,
I would have thought the Canadians would defend it because they do Canadian
nah,
subjects.
No, they're fucking
They are-
terrible.
they deserve to be F tier. They butchered our beloved Avro Arrow so badly.
I know. I do have
At least
I
they
do
did
have the
it.
Canuck to build, which I'm going to be starting soon for the group build. I mean, I've had a look at the sprues. It's not bad.
You haven't put it together
Yeah,
yet.
that's the thing.
Oh.
Just wait. It's gonna be like 50%.
Also, you like this.
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, I will subtract points because half the fucking instructions are in French.
Fair enough.
Oh, they got hit with.
They're required to by law.
And it's a stupid law.
S.
That puts us
Easy
F. Okay. TACOM.
Ooh.
S.
That's
Hey!
a fair trade.
Oh no, S. Sorry,
S.
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 I hope they see this.
Look,
Sorry, I had
They'll
to
see
brain
this.
if we give you an S, will you give us a Niltus?
And a
No.
fucking Pershing.
That's a fair trade.
And a ferret.
Yeah, like
It's
TACOM.
true.
TACOM are definitely just so like they legit have everything. They have the interesting subjects, very good build quality. They could
And
be
they're
a
Because you're
active
in
little,
as
New
fuck.
Zealand, though.
they're active, but I mean they
That's
could
'cause
be a
you're-
little bit cheaper.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not going to complain too much. Yeah, TACOM. They are my favorite for a reason. Yeah. Well, some ways I'm disadvantaged because all the new stuff is expensive. But then at the same time, I can take the piss out of Don and say,
Everything.
"Hey, look, I just picked up 5 kits for $50." So,
Oh, shut
Fuck
up.
off.
You see, what I love about TACOM is, and Dennis, you're gonna hate me for this. If I went to the hobby store where everything is straight retail price, I can get a new TACOM kit like that M114. I can get that kit for the price of like a mid 2000s Tamiya kit.
You suck. I hate you.
Ooh.
So for me, the TACOM has way more detail.
Oh, I
It
still
fits
want to
together
build that
beautifully.
SMK.
And it's just a better kit. Like-
yeah, I mean the Mark IV Tadpole and the SMK that I built were both beautiful kits. They just
They're M114.
have you
Garrison,
got it?
you reminded me though. I haven't forgiven them for releasing that 114 instead of the proper
yeah.
kit that they should have released. So take them down a peg.
The
Nope.
114 was an amazing kit, but it was not the Lynx, which it should have been.
It was not the what?
What?
The
The
Lynx.
links.
What happened with the links?
It was the
They
real
did-
one.
The what?
Just trust us. Trust the
They
Canadians.
released the wrong reconnaissance platform.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was lost in the sauce for a second. What the fuck are you guys talking about?
Yeah, I was like, what links? What?
Just trust the Canadians when they say that it was not the right kit.
B?
No.
I was thinking
Okay,
C.
TACOM's still staying at S though.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
okay.
fine.
Fair.
Trumpet.
Oh, good point.
Oh,
B.
Yeah, B.
C because
Yeah.
No, because Trumpy gets points for price
and Canadian stuff.
and
but Trumpeter and
variety
Hobby
of
Boss,
subject.
Yeah.
Jesus, some of their decision making.
Trumpeter and Hobby Boss are the same thing though.
But
No,
they make different subjects.
But they're not.
I think. I think they're a good B because I've got a couple trumpeter kits, and like they're where is it? The Challenger 2, for example.
Oh, that's
It's
bad.
got. No, it's a
Mm.
good looking
Thank
kit.
you.
Wait till you build it.
Yeah, I was gonna say wait until you build it.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Jesus.
I mean,
Well, it's going to be Ukrainian, so.
On a trumpeter.
I've got their SU-152 that I'm going to build, and that comes with metal barrel, which is always good. Like it's
I mean, Trumpeter's AVGP kits. Trumpeter's AVGP kits are like
Their Cougar came with a metal barrel.
which one? What the Cougar? Yeah,
Yeah.
they did. And photo etch.
And they come with a reasonable amount of photo
Right.
etch and unique subjects.
yeah, like their
I
subjects
Oh,
are
good
good.
point.
Like one thing I do appreciate about Trumpeters, they made the entire AVGP family, and that's like not well known.
Oh,
And I don't think
Trumpeter's
they've ever
also
released
got
a Panther.
They've got a
No,
good
they haven't.
Ooh, that is a good
like
point.
Oh,
Yeah, they
naval line
released
as
a
well.
1/16th scale Panther.
Okay, well that's forgivable because that's a good kit.
Okay, so what are we going to vote?
Which one? You've mentioned 3.
Don't they have that 1/48th scale U-boat with the full interior?
Do they?
Yeah.
That's insane. Oh, they did the Titanic as well.
Okay. It's
Like
a World War II German U-boat in 1/48 scale.
Yeah.
It's like 5 feet long. Full
Jesus.
interior.
Maybe. Trumpy.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's unimportant.
that's a masterclass in photo etch.
Trumpy also makes tools, which a lot of people
Yeah,
don't
oh,
know.
Master Tool.
Yeah, they're nice. I like them.
And
Yeah.
Master Tool stuff is pretty good. It's a reasonable price, good quality.
Yeah, I've got a couple of their things.
I'd even go A, but
Okay, so
They're
what?
kind of like off-brand Tamiya in a way.
okay, that's fair.
Yeah. Okay, so what are we gonna
Yeah,
what
B.
are we gonna vote Trumpeter as?
B.
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 S for me.
I
C.
think that's a little bit
Why?
less.
Yeah. Okay, and last but not least, we have Ryfield model.
C.
C.
See.
Because the prices are not commensurate with the level of quality. The detail is amazing. It's like AFV Club. The detail is fantastic. But I just
Damn.
like here's an example. I bought an $80.
Yeah, the plastic,
M182
their plastic
Sep
isn't
V3 kit.
great,
The
but
entire back of like the top hull, like the engine deck, was completely warped.
yeah, it's true.
Yeah. I think it's really just the plastic they use. The plastic they use is way too soft, which means that they get bad warping and detail issues.
So having just built the Firefly, the instructions are wrong in a number of places.
No.
Like that bloody gun cradle.
Yes, like just wrong. The engine deck didn't fit the tank.
Oh.
It was a couple of millimeters too long.
Well, I mean,
A
that's
long
So I
not
ended up
bad.
having to I ended up having to go hunt for stuff that I could sand down so I could get the engine deck to fit.
Mm,
There isn't even. Not only is there no interior, but there isn't even like the Tamiya token platform to put figures on in the hatches.
oh, that's just annoying.
What else was wrong with it? Slide mold gun barrel, which was nice, but then a 2-piece muzzle brake, which I then had to try and sand and make. And their tracks, even with the jig, are awful.
Yep.
Because there's so much flash on the track
Right.
pins that even once you get them in there, the 2 halves of the shoe won't fit
Well-
flat unless you flood them with glue, and then they're no longer workable.
They were an
Mm.
exercise in
I think they're
That was
overrated.
border.
I'm actually I'm happy the job I did, but I'm quite disappointed.
Didn't they? Was it? Ryefield that did the T-34E?
Yeah, I'm kind of based.
That was Border, and the Border kit, like, despite
Oh
having
yeah,
issues
sorry.
with the
I'm kind of
tracks,
just
like,
basing
coming
my
apart and whatnot,
Ryefield opinion on that
really good
Beetle
kit,
because
really
I'm
good kit.
still pretty blown away with it for
So, what are
what
we
I
gonna
got for the
vote?
price.
Yep,
Like
go Jack.
that was
I think they're
well, I
overrated.
mentioned earlier, but it was the rubber tires, the photo etch, the masks for the windows. Like that's a good product, and I paid $23 for it. But maybe it was just a one-off, because this is the only Ryefield kit
Yeah.
I've built. Was it?
Yeah, their Abrams was trash.
Yeah.
Yeah, C wins by default.
Okay, so let's go to a vote.
See,
See,
I'll go with the majority. See,
Okay,
yeah, I've
No, we
never
didn't,
built one,
actually.
so
right.
Okay, but before we're done,
You
can
won't
I
let him?
plead my case for
Yeah,
gas
more
work?
content.
no,
Uh,
you had your
shut up.
chance.
No, I vote let him. I vote let him. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Let's hear it, Ezra.
Okay.
and will give us more reason to make fun of them.
Yeah.
So,
Probably never
gas
heard
work
of
has
them.
been around since like 2018. You guys probably have never heard of them because they don't release.
actually, I
You
have.
probably
I was
never
one of the
heard
first
of
guys to hear of them.
Shut up, guys.
Nice.
This is my time to. I have the
Sure.
speaking stick.
Nah, Ezra, you're just a wereaboo defending your beloved dragon ripoff.
And now he's a hipster
Yeah.
wereaboo.
That's what, Don, thank you. It's for hipster wereaboos. That's what it is.
No, their first
Yes, it
kit
is.
they ever released was a World War I U.S. howitzer.
Dude, one U.S. howitzer does not make up for an entire lifetime of hipster wereabooism.
God damn it. Their second kit was a French howitzer. See, I'm not seeing any German.
No, it wasn't. No. That U.S. howitzer was one of their latest kits. What are you talking about?
Oh, never mind. I'm
Yeah.
looking at the wrong
Yeah. Bro, you don't even know your own company.
I'm looking
you're
at the
defending.
wrong way. Okay, yes, a lot of their kits
No, hipster
are
German, yeah.
But they're
Bro,
weird
all
German
their
stuff.
kits are German.
Their fucking
their
name
kids are
is Das Werk.
It's weird German stuff like you've never heard of, like the
But that doesn't
Fawn
make it better.
L900.
It's true.
It's a
Yeah,
lot
yeah.
of trucks.
Well, good. More paper Panzer
And it's
bullshit to take
overpriced
up
as
store
hell. It's
shelves.
TACOM does enough of that. We don't need any more of it.
They released an M48 bridge layer.
They
Dude,
released an
I
M48
have not
bridge
ever
layer.
seen that kit actually produced in the wild. Like, I think that's vaporware, honestly.
Oh, that sucks.
Yep.
But
And that's
they
German. It's still
they
German.
made a 130. They made a 1/16th scale stud.
What?
116 is a stupid
First
scale.
I
Fuck
agree.
off.
Stupid scale, stupid vehicle.
They
German.
make stickers.
You gonna decorate
yeah,
your
so
boat?
do me.
They sell them separately.
Stickers.
What are you, a fucking 12-year-old girl?
Okay, first of all, Ezra, they're called decals. First of all, listen here, young man. They're called
Thicker
decals
than the
in this
other
house.
ones.
No, I think they're actually stickers.
Unless Ezra's talking about like this really thick stickers, and somehow that gets him excited.
They make canvas textured stickers for their
Oh my
U-boat.
It's
Crazy.
environmentally
Stickers-
friendly,
okay, so
dude.
to me, it gives you stickers in their boat kits, and everyone crucifies them. These hipsters
It's gonna
make,
rot away.
canvas stickers in their U-boat, and all of a sudden, Ezra sucked them off.
Yes,
Why does a U-boat need canvas?
because it's
Yeah.
World War One.
Oh my god.
Look at that vehicle. Look at what I just sent to podcast planning.
Ezra, you know you can just use canvas, right?
I'm
want
going to
that.
ignore that
That's
you
awesome.
said that.
That's cool.
Typical wereaboo.
Look,
I'm not
look
supporting
in
it. That's
podcast
a cool
planning
car.
at that car. That
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, good point. That's what I'm
Jack,
saying.
don't go
See-
supporting him now.
I think
Well, look, more
It's also
yeah, you can't.
more German shit that
it's
never
also
existed.
Dragon.
It'd make
Yeah.
a good HIDF kit though.
yes,
Yes.
they made 3
Did
different.
you just say they made
leather
3
outfits.
different
Buy a
lingeries?
kit like that. Just buy it from Dragon.
Dragon didn't make this kit.
Oh,
Yes, they did.
No,
Ezra,
it's
until you
a
give me proof to the otherwise, I'm going to assume Dragon made that kit.
yeah, but ignore that.
Oh,
They made 3 thugs as well. Look, you want your proof, Dennis?
oh,
Oh,
Here's your proof.
oh, show me that proof, Ezra.
that's true.
I would
that
love
sounded a
to.
little too sensual, Dennis.
I mean, Ezra's going to be on a
This
boat.
this thing
next
isn't
month.
even released yet.
Yeah, probably never will be, Ezra.
Yeah, exactly. Vaporware.
It's
Just like the real one.
They're keeping it historically accurate.
They're going to take all your money for it and then not release it.
they made
could
a
scratch
ram
build
tiger.
that.
How cool is that?
Just like the original Beetle.
You are getting excited about a wedge, a literal metal wedge in a tiger chassis.
Can
That's
I?
all-
Hey, Ezra,
Yeah.
can I just point out
Hmm.
another
Stop
thing?
sanding, dude.
The car that you posted. You notice in the bottom right corner it says "in cooperation with Bold Division."
Yeah.
Fuck off with your sanding.
Sorry, forgot to mute myself.
Jesus.
Oh
Okay,
wait,
but
so
look,
Bold Division, that's a
made-
resin manufacturer. They aren't
They
even making
made-
this, they're just reboxing it.
No. They made 3 different SDKFZ 250s and 251s.
As
Who?
Bold Division,
Go to
Bold
Draft.
Division, Bold Division is one guy, I know this for a fact, it's one guy
Okay, yeah, that's
in
true.
his basement in Germany who
That
makes
doesn't
paper Panzer
balance it
resin
out.
kits.
Well,
This
that's
is not
good
even
because you're
plastic.
one guy in your basement as well.
He also made a skink, Dennis.
Okay, but yeah, fair enough. We'll forgive him for that, but like that's
Some AI.
it's still one guy in Dusseldorf in his basement. This isn't even Das Work making this. This is just them like contracting some AI
It
to make
does work.
boxes.
Yeah, but you can't shit on him for being one guy in his basement because you're the exact same.
No, I'm shitting
We're not. We're shitting on Das
on
Work
Das
for
Work
taking
for
other
taking
people's
his
work.
and then like making money off of it.
Yeah, but then they're making an injected plastic kit out of the resin
But
kit.
Das doesn't
His-
suck, Ezra.
His work.
I wonder.
They still aren't doing the actual work. They're just taking, they're taking this guy, buying his kit,
One kit.
and
I
sending
wonder
it
how
to an
many of them are
injection molding
German.
manufacturer and saying, "Hey, make this into a kit."
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, but that's
At
one
least.
kit out of 90.
You're
They have
fired.
90 other kits that they.
They're probably like
at
75%
least 80.
at least.
Anyway, Ezra, you failed to make your point, so you're fired.
Oh, they made
Okay.
the German version of the. Never mind.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
No one cares.
Dennis
No
will
one
quickly
cares.
switch back to the slides, and we'll just do the outro for the podcast episode.
I did.
Where we
It was
thank
actually
our
pretty good.
Patreon member and all that support. And
Not if anyone's
Yeah.
singular. Singular.
yeah,
All right, one sec. Let me switch it up.
Yes,
And-
they had the Lindbergh kit as their.
They're touching
Oh,
our territory.
God.
Well, ours is better because we didn't use the Lindbergh.
Well,
kit.
that's
Mine's
their
what I done.
problem.
They're touching our territory. We're the model podcast here.
We'd love that.
We should shout them out. I mean, we should challenge them.
Sorry.
Garrison.
Oh
Don,
my
you can go
God.
beat Garrison, please.
I'll shoot you with my samurai
anyway,
sword.
so Dennis.
Oh yes. We
Anyway,
have a
so
group
Dennis,
build going on.
Yep. So this is a Cold War group build. So anything Cold War related, we have another competition for it running and all of that. So per usual, you can get in touch with us if you want to join. We'll let you know how to do so. There's cool prizes and a super secret coming up, which we're still trying to work out at the moment, but it's going to be really cool, and we can't wait to announce it.
Yay.
Apart from that, just want to thank our Patreon supporter, Paul
Love
Gallagher.
you.
Good on you, mate. He is in the Pinju tier, $3 a month, so that's cool.
Why don't we have Patreon in our
Thank you, Paul.
end slide there
Yep.
with all the logos
Pinju
and stuff?
appreciates you, boy.
Does
Not
any,
that bad.
before we close out, does anyone else have anything to say?
Oh, that's true. Yeah, we should make an end slide.
Oh yeah.
They can
It's
get
not
a hold of
related
us
to
on
the,
Patreon.
Group build.
I
We
mean,
should
if
make
you,
a Patreon
if-
then slide. We
I
should
mean,
do
if
that.
you,
I think-
if you, I mean, if you want to make it, go for it.
Thanks for volunteering,
Yeah,
Jack.
thanks, Jack.
Yeah.
Cool.
Thanks, Jack.
Have
Why
a
would-
ready for my next week. Cool.
Callum,
He's not part of our
you'll probably have to
podcast.
cut this out, but Lines Up by Donkeys, we did better T-55 episodes than you.
Hey, if you want to go ahead and beat his ass, that's fine.
Yeah, go ahead. Lions Sold by
Why you
Donkeys.
got to be a dick?
If you like
We'll tell you where he lives.
Liam Anderson from the Lions Sold by Donkeys podcast, if you would like to know where Ezra's location will be for the next week or so, I can give that to you. Like, if you want to go beat him up, I can send you right to him. Just DM me on
Oh,
Discord.
thanks, Don.
Okay, so anyway, want to thank Dom
Yeah,
for
it really
joining
is,
us.
actually.
Well,
Very
Thank you,
much
Don.
is.
Nice
know.
surprise.
Welcome.
mainly because we forced him.
My own fault for coming online.
Yeah.
Kind of your bad.
Otherwise, yeah, Dennis, do your thing.
Well, you have been listening and watching to the Micro Machines podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in with us, and we will return to you next week. Alrighty, bye everyone.
Bye.
See ya.
Goodbye.
Adios.